The Social Birdie is the Ozarks' newest and best social hangout. 5 golf simulators, 4 pickleball courts, a PGA-inspired putting course, plus the best food and drink menu in Branson. Enjoy the all-weather turf patio with TVs, bocce ball, cornhole, and the best view of the Ozarks. And don't miss the Social Birdie's fully stocked pro shop with all the big-name brands. The Social Birdie, the best place to sit and watch a game and be social. 1250 Branson Hills Parkway, Branson, Missouri.
The tailgating scene on a perfect fall day in the natural state. Calling the Hogs with 75,000 plus as the Razorbacks run through the A. And all the things you love about football game days are near. Football season tickets are now on sale for marquee matchups against Tennessee, LSU, Ole Miss, and longtime rival and new SEC foe, Texas.
Slant, caught, touchdown, Arkansas.
Experience game day on the Hill and secure your seat and tailgating space by visiting ArkansasRazorbacks.com or by calling the Hogs at 800-982-HOGS.
With over 30 years of experience, 50 Meadows Floors and More can turn your home into a showplace. Whether you're in the market for carpet, tile, hardwood, luxury vinyl planks, or custom showers, 50 Meadows Floors and More can take care of you. Locally owned and operated on Highway 62 West in Farmington, 50 Meadows Floors and More is ready to serve you with an outstanding selection and service that is second to none. Give them a call today at 479-306-8495. Receive 10% off if you mention this ad on ESPN Arkansas. 479-306-8495.
Game day is here. Don't let your HVAC system fumble. Call Kinty Jones Heating and Cooling. Their team offers fast, reliable service for both residential and commercial 24/7. From $39 inspections to a Kinty Club membership, Kinty Jones has you covered as Northwest Arkansas's trusted HVAC experts. See for yourself why Kinty Jones Heating and Cooling is rated 4.9 stars by hundreds of happy customers. Visit KintyJones.com to schedule your service. Kinty Jones Heating and Cooling. Excellence in the air.
Hey there, I'm 4029 meteorologist Majestic Storm, tracking a beautiful last day of September across northwest Arkansas. This afternoon, plan for dry and warm conditions as daytime highs rise back into the mid-80s. As we head into the overnight hours tonight, temperatures will slip down into the low 60s. Tuesday, we have a weak cold front that moves through. It's going to drop our temperatures down into the low 80s. No rain associated with it, but those northerly winds will be gusty around 20 to 25 miles an hour. I'm 4029 meteorologist Majestic Storm.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. This is ESPN Northwest Arkansas. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruscin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
With DQ.
Kelsey finds a blank space for the score.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruscin and Zach starts right now.
Well, here we go. 866-285-4005. Happy Monday, everybody. Is it a happy Monday? Is there such a thing as a happy Monday?
I had a good weekend. How about you?
It was pretty good.
DQ?
I had a good weekend.
All right. There we go.
All right. Everybody had a good weekend.
All right.
Here.
Availability reports. DQ.
Thanks, everybody.
Available.
You?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm out.
Good.
I'm on the has plan.
You tweet
I would
your
like... I want to, and guys, I think this may become like an HR thing, but I would like to be on the has plan. I would like to be used as little as possible today, if you don't mind.
Are you heard?
Maybe. Maybe not. Either way, I would like to be used sparingly.
Okay. We will take that into consideration. We will run that up the flagpole.
Thank you.
And see how it goes. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. Well, here we are on ESPN Arkansas. I said all that, didn't I?
You did.
I don't know. Happy Monday. 866-285-4005 is how you can be a part of the festivities here on Ruscin and Zach. And there are festivities. There's always festivities when we're here, right?
Correct. JT
Yeah.
is checked in. He is available, but pissed off. Okay.
Okay. Have you been riding the emotional roller coaster with JT with this football team?
I have. I have been.
Because this man was like bathing in Kool-Aid like 2 days ago.
He was.
Now he's pissed off and whatever. So I don't know. It's an interesting journey that he's on. His Kool-Aid era, I suppose. I don't know.
JT is he wears his emotions on his sleeve.
He does,
and he's not afraid to express himself.
He wants to believe.
Right. This is JT expressing
the
himself.
problem. It's still Sam Pittman, so there's no reason to believe.
DQ. That's from Office Space.
You have your 30 pieces of flair today. Another one here.
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see here.
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay.
Checking in on the text here.
Yeah. We're in and out, which sounds about normal. So
what a surprise!
Rock on.
Does this mean we can put Freddie Coleman on and that's it?
I hope so.
All right. Good night, everybody.
All right. Good deal.
Thank you, everyone.
I know there are those that are very quick to blame the offensive line. I am not one of them, although I wanted to on Saturday. Well, after further review, I think there's a lot of blame to go around, not just those 5 guys. Now, Mr. Blackstock had a tough day. Now, hold on. A&M's front 7, that is a legit. Those are NFL guys, all of them, and he had a tough day, but not all of it is on him or the other tackle, Carmona, or the guys in the middle. There was a lot of blame to go around, but hey, you were in the game, you had the ball with a chance to win. I don't think you can ask for much more than that. Defense played well enough to win, so it's a team that's got your number. There's just nothing you can do. They've got your number no matter what. Maybe the change of scenery next year, go back on campus, whatever. Maybe that changes it, but that team in that setting, they just got your number. That's it. I don't know what it is, but they just find ways. And I told you that if Weigman played, you didn't even have to go. Reed played, it was going to be a different story. So that's where we are. 3-2 going into Tennessee week. They're coming off a bye, flying high, feeling good. What's his name? Nico.
Oh, I was practicing this because it's really not that hard. It's just
if it's not that hard, everyone would get it.
Well, people are stupid. That's why they don't get it.
Okay.
Because most of the college football media is stupid. That's why they don't get that. The name is not that hard.
Okay.
I was looking at this today. Well, I got to pull the notes up again.
Well, if it's not that hard, you shouldn't have pulled the notes up.
I forgot.
Again, if it's not that hard, it's not like his name is Smith or Miller. That's easy. Nico
Iamaleava.
I don't like that.
Iamaleava. It's easy.
Mama call him Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay.
Iamaleava
from Coming to America.
Very easy.
DQ. Now you.
Iamaleava.
Nope. Iamaleava.
Try again.
Say it again.
Iamaleava.
Iamaleava.
That's right.
All right.
There you go. You got it. Iamaleava will throw for 5 interceptions for Saturday at Razorback Stadium. With now the biggest news of all about that game is that Ben Herbstreit's coming to town. I don't care about the rest of it. I don't care about any of it. Ben's going to be here.
Is that official?
Well, yeah, he goes everywhere Herbie goes.
Oh, well, I guess that's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Which means game day's coming.
No, game day's going to Cal.
Why?
Because they're not because Arkansas lost. Because Sam Pittman crapped the bed. That's why.
They're going to Cal?
They're going to Cal, yeah.
For what game?
For the Cal-Miami game.
Do you hear yourself?
Yeah.
Cal-Miami?
Heisman frontrunner Cam Ward is going to the Bay Area to take on ACC rival California. On it's on at 9:00 on ESPN Saturday night. Central Time. Yeah. So no, they're not getting game day, but they would have if Arkansas hadn't messed its pants.
Dr. K
as Matt Jones eloquently calls it, Amber Hearded themselves.
Dr. K says Arkansas is a trap game for Tennessee.
They do have Florida next.
It's an ad. That's not a trap. Like if Florida was in the top 25, okay. This is
Florida's a home game.
This is not an Admiral Akbar. No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right. Your thoughts on this one, 866-285-4005. Why the hell did they go for the fake field goal? That seemed like one of the dumbest decisions in quite some time around here.
You want to try a fake field goal? I mean, you don't just randomly decide, hey, we're going to go try a fake field goal. You see something in the way that they set up, and you go, okay, we can do this the next time around. If they give us this look, it's an automatic call. They called a timeout.
I know.
And the first thing you do is you send your kicking team out there. Sam walks out to the numbers of timeout. Everybody's like, hey, alert, something's up. Just let him kick it. It just that made no sense.
Yeah, it was awful. You never. Once you get away with one fake, that's it. And the fake punt was pretty cool. I don't know who ultimately Sam signs off on all that, right? It's a fountain says he's got the intel, and they sign off.
You're watching them all week, and you're going, okay, if they give us this look where they're overloaded to one side, we can make this work. And they must have gotten the look. Yeah. And I'm just guessing here, but what probably happened was the first time they tried either field goal, extra point, they got the look they wanted. The next time around, they went out, they lined up, and then didn't get the look. So timeout. Then they go back out there, they get the look, and it's just brutally bad. Just brutally bad. Somebody here wants to explain the defensive line wholesale substitution. Those dudes get tired. And the defense didn't play poorly. They had they wore down a little bit at the end of the fourth quarter on that drive, man. Give A&M credit. They made plays. But I mean, you can't have defensive linemen playing 50 plays a game. You just can't do it. You got to get them out at some point and give them a break. But I will say this again and again and again and again and again. Taylon Green is exactly what we told you he was. We said this back in the summer. He's exactly what we told you he was. He can't throw the ball down the field. His mechanics are terrible. And apparently, based on what we've seen in the Texas A&M game, he struggles at the line of scrimmage. These are growing pains with an inexperienced quarterback that gets jumpy in the pocket. Period. That's all this is. He will get better as time goes on. Somebody this morning was texting me going, we should play, pull him. Well, you don't have anybody on the bench that's any better. There's no guarantee that the next guy in is going to be any better. You've invested all this time in him. Let him grow. Yes, he's going to have moments where, like Saturday, where you're just like, my God, what are you doing? Then he's going to have, moments where, he looks like a 5-star quarterback. It's going to take some time with him. But he's exactly what we told you he was. He's inaccurate down the field. He takes a lot of chances, and he runs before he has to.
Will he figure this out against an SEC opponent in the next 6 games at some point?
Here's something.
I'm sure he'll look fine against Louisiana Tech.
Here's something very alarming. Texas A&M's front 7, NFL guys. They're really good. Tennessee's front 7's better.
Yeah.
Saturday is going to be really, the offensive line's going to have to play lights out for them to have a chance to stay in the game, and he's got to be able to stay in the pocket and deliver. He can't bounce the first sign of an opposite color jersey. He just can't.
They're looking for an upset at a place where Sam Pittman's teams are 14-11.
Oh, so you're saying on the road he's good?
I wouldn't say that.
It's like a road game.
I don't know about that. All right, ESPN Arkansas, hit that Line Now app. We will continue with more of this coming up.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Leaving for the gym so early?
I'm ready to go.
Since you started taking Nugenix Total T, you've been acting like when we met in our 20s.
I feel like myself again. Lower testosterone after turning 40 slowed me down. Nugenix Total T has been a game changer for me.
What is it about Nugenix Total T that's different?
It's a key ingredient called Tesnor. It boosts free and total testosterone to help you get back the drive and energy from your youth. Total T is backed by 5 clinical studies.
I've seen the huge difference it's made for you in the gym, at work, and in the bedroom.
I'm so glad I sent them a text for my complimentary bottle. Text TAP to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Nugenix is the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now, and we'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever. Absolutely free. Text TAP to 42424. That's TAP to 42424. Products and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This is Ruskin and Zach.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, the ultimate lunch lineup boasts wall-to-wall sports and scenic views. When you're hungry and in a hurry, the Scratch Kitchen delivers lunch in the clutch. I mean, where else can you order a 29-degree draft beer and a quickie combo on your lunch break? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Twin Peaks Scratch Kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge.
Hey, Coach, what's up?
I'm a worried there, DQ. I met the old owner of my house, and they still had a key to my house. That made me think, how many keys are out there? What should I do?
I know who you need to call. Pop-A-Lock. They do more than just unlock cars. They can rekey your home or even install new locks, giving you peace of mind that only you have keys to your home.
Thanks, DQ. That sounds great. Call Pop-A-Lock today, 479-444-9900, for the key moments in your life.
That's right, Coach.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
Hey gang, Blake Young here with Wood Power Sports. Currently, we are overstocked on select Polaris, Honda, Kawasaki, and Can-Am product. If you're in the market for a new side-by-side, ATV, or motorcycle, come see us soon. We're about to blow these out, and I can promise you they won't last long. Also, these products are high-demand products, not your typical on-sale stuff that no one wants. Our deals won't be beat, and your buying experience will be unmatched. We look forward to serving you. Wood Power Sports, solid name you can trust.
Wound Wrap is your #1 resource for all things diabetes. It's now available on the Hit That Line podcast network.
We also try and find out if there's tissue there that isn't alive. How do you address that?
On the bottom of the foot, usually there's a callus, like a rim around there. That needs to be, we call it debrided.
Sure.
If there's any tissue that's not bleeding or red, that needs to be removed.
Just search Hit That Line wherever you listen to podcasts and find it on hitthatline.com. Wound Wrap with Dr. Doug Friesen.
Sterling Bank is your community bank. As a bank, they know the biggest asset is the community they serve. Sterling Bank values its role in Northwest Arkansas and works hard to make the community stronger each day. If you're looking for a bank that offers top-notch customer service and a complete menu of products designed to make your banking experience pleasant and productive, visit your local branch in Fayetteville or Rogers. Sterling Bank is your community bank. Member FDIC.
Before you go play, swing by Golf USA in Fayetteville and check out the latest offerings from the biggest names in golf. At Golf USA, they're honored to be included for the 5th time to Golf Digest Top Fitters list for 2024, in addition to making Ping and Callaway's lists. And at Golf USA, they are always expanding their expertise and their offerings. Check them out in the Office Depot Hobby Lobby Shopping Center on North College in Fayetteville. Golf USA, we're as golf as it gets.
Brothers Roofing and Restoration, a licensed and insured local roofing contractor in Arkansas. Since his playing days for the Hogs, Brother Alexander has been on rooftops, many years as an adjuster, and in the past decade as a roofing contractor. He knows how to help you through the insurance process while replacing your roof using only the industry's best materials. And being a lifelong Arkansan, he'll be here to stand behind his workmanship and warranty. Call 479-353-3877 to arrange a time for Brother and his team to inspect your roof.
You know that crushing feeling when you press print at your PC and the doggone machine just won't print? Well, I fixed that. Hi, I'm Tim Stanley, owner of TDS IT. We are an IT company with a long history in the print channel, and I have fixed the printer conflict by creating my own Northwest Arkansas-based help desk. Call us at 479-575-0770 for more information on how a true IT company can keep all your printers and scanners up and running all the time.
Walk-Ons is always a win, whether it's for a post-game celebration, drinks with the crew, or an easy weeknight dinner. Walk-Ons has you covered. Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers and cocktails. Dig into their mouth-watering menu items like po' boys, gumbo, and voodoo shrimp, plus fan favorites like juicy burgers and fresh salads. Find your nearest location in Rogers, Fayetteville, Fort Smith, Conway, and Little Rock, or order online or in the app. Walk-On Sports Bistro for the win.
ESPN 99.5.
most influential show in Arkansas. This is Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Your news is brought to you by the Good Chair, because I had to have a place to sit. Get the Good Chair exclusively. I'm told to use better marketing words. Exclusively at the Stadium Shop.
That's a better marketing word.
I was told. Stop by, tell Robert Joe Bonamassa sucks, and you want a seat. The Good Chair.
Have you ever noticed that everybody knows more about doing this than you do?
I've noticed that.
Okay, all right.
Everybody's got an opinion on it.
Checking. Yeah, me too. I've noticed.
Football team back to work after losing to A&M over the weekend. Arkansas now 3-2. Overall, 1-1 in the league. They host number 4 Tennessee in Fayetteville. Vols can come in 4-4 and off a bye week. Tennessee opened as a 14-point favorite on the Bet Saracen app. Football Power Index says Arkansas has an 18% chance to win the game. Kickoff is scheduled for 6:30 p.m. Saturday night. ABC. We'll have your television.
Oh.
Sam Pittman met with the Lapdogs today and let everybody know that Rashad Dubinion is back in the fold.
Yeah.
So I guess he served his penance. Also, from the Cersei Masters, the Rube went 78-78, and he can't tell me if he finished 4th or 5th.
Okay.
There's something shady going on at this club championship. Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
He didn't win.
Well, like
you're not first, you're last.
He was being very shifty with you about the numbers. He doesn't know if he finished 4th or 5th. And he claims that he used one golf ball.
That he did say, yes.
Bull bleep. Bull bleep, you did. You shot a 78, you did not use one golf ball.
Okay.
I don't believe, and I could be wrong here, I don't believe this is on the up and up.
All right.
I think it's fixed.
Fair enough. All right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Your polls. Did serial killers get hitchhiking canceled?
Yes.
Oh, for sure they did.
94.8% said yes.
I believe that's true.
5.2% said no, they didn't. In dreams where you're falling, have you ever actually hit the ground?
I don't think so.
No.
I believe I have.
I think I have once. I know at some point it's like a sign of a heart attack. Sometimes.
Oh, terrific. Great.
But I didn't have a heart attack when I hit the ground.
I had a work dream last night.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you two were in it.
Uh-oh. What did I do this time?
You guys didn't do anything.
Oh. What'd you do?
Well, see, that's the thing, is I don't think I did anything, but people were mad. It was just one. Yes.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
You didn't do anything, but people were mad, and
That
we
is
were all
correct.
there. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it does.
Art imitating life.
16.2% of people said yes, they have hit the ground. 83.8% of people said no. And should more sports teams issue formal apologies to their fans?
Yes.
79.7% of people said yes. And those are your polls. Go touch grass.
It would have to be during extreme measures, not for a loss or something like that. Like the Oakland A's owe the people of Oakland an apology.
Yeah.
Oakland is not a small market.
No.
They cry poor. You have a penny pinching owner. The Rube has responded. He says, if you didn't win, it does not matter. He also
that's the kind of attitude,
he
right?
also,
there.
yeah. He's just stormed off the court. How very golferish. That's very Bryson DeChambeau of you. He said left before they. And this is from his press conference afterwards. Left before they finished the cards.
The old cards. Yeah.
Yeah. He wasn't going to stick around so he could have the plausible deniability of saying he finished 44th.
No.
Okay.
78, though. I mean, that's better than most of y'all. I'll just say out there.
All right.
Who's breaking 80 at his age? How many of y'all? Not many. I could defend the old man for a second. He also almost saw a fight in the his version of the story. Maybe the people in Arkadelphia would disagree. He almost saw a fight pregame at the Henderson-Harding game.
Yeah, how'd that turn out?
66-0 Bison.
Outstanding.
Oh, they just scored again. Oh, my God. Oh, what happened? Yeah, that was a good time. All right, here we are on ESPN Arkansas and the Hit That Line Now app.
Tyler and Greenwood expressing some interest. He wants to see WNBA ratings now that the Fever are out.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's going to be higher than it was, but I mean, it was not going to be as high as it could be.
This is going to fall off a cliff. A cliff. We're going Blutarski, 0.0.
It doesn't bother me. Watch, don't watch. I don't care.
I find it hilarious. I mean, the league, I think, has embraced the Caitlin Clark thing, but the players haven't.
No, the players hate her guts.
That's correct.
That's right. Yeah, of course they do. She got 60 Minutes last night.
Did she?
I didn't
really?
see it, but
Okay.
she was on 60 Minutes last night with I don't know who it was. It wasn't Leslie Stahl. It was some guy.
Is Leslie Stahl still around?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's like the last like OG. Even though she's not OG, she came along in the 80s, I think, but still, she's like the last one left. But she wasn't doing. It was some guy I didn't recognize. I mean, I recognized, but I don't know his name. Did the Caitlin Clark thing? I didn't see it. Anyway, all right, that's enough of all that stuff. Let's hear what Forest City Joe has to say.
Oh,
about
my
all
gosh.
that stuff. So,
all right.
Hi, Joe. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Disgust, outrage, and I'm going to say this. Why isn't anybody, the people in charge up there, why isn't anybody mad? It seems to me that Sam Pittman's not mad. Nobody's mad. We've lost to Texas A&M for the 12th time in 13 games. We was in the Southwest Conference together with the Aggies for 70 years. Had a 41-25-1 record against them. Now all of a sudden we can't beat them. You know why we can't beat them? Because there's been a litany of bad coaches since Petrino, early in his career here, before he got fired. There's been a list of the John L. Smiths, your Sam Pittmans, even your Brent Bielema, who was a decent man and a decent coach. But Coach Broyles, I grew up with Coach Broyles. Let me tell you something. I didn't 100% agree with everything the man did, but the one thing I knew the man wasn't going to put up with is losing. The accepting of losing at Arkansas is now thing. You just said it, Derek. Sam Pittman had his press conference with the lapdog media. Nobody's asking the hard question. Why do this same thing keep occurring over and over and over again? And I've been hearing some people on some of these other shows call in and say, "Oh well, Sam just doesn't have the offensive line talent who recruited this talent?
Yeah.
Who recruited this talent? He's had 5 years to get the right kind of talent in here that fits what he does. And he hadn't been able to do it. And here's the bottom line, and I'm just going to say it, nobody else would say it. Sam Pittman should have been fired last year. He should have been fired last year after 4-8 and getting destroyed by Auburn, Missouri at home, and losing all these one-score games earlier that season. He really should have got him out of here after Liberty. You don't, if you're a self-respecting program. Liberty still has never beaten an SEC team but Arkansas. It's embarrassing. And then you lose 12 or 13 games to A&M, and he's up there at his press conference like, "Oh, we didn't do this, and we've heard this song and dance for how long, guys?"
It's been a while. But Joe, track is winning national titles, and baseball's going to the postseason. You just hired Cal, and golf is good.
I pull for those kids in track. Dave Van Horn does a great job, and baseball, even though they hadn't won one. But as far as it's all about football and basketball. If you not good in those sports, especially football, because we've been good in basketball the last few years, even though last year was a disaster. And my question is this: at what point, after Hunter Yurachek pulled this on us last year and brought Sam Pittman back here, knowing that this would be hanging over his head in recruiting and everything, that if he doesn't straighten up, he may get fired. But now I'm of the opinion, I wouldn't be surprised if he wins 5 games if they try to shove him down your throat another year.
Yeah.
Tell me, guys, what you think.
No, I think that that's kind of what they're hoping for at this point, because they are facing the prospect of revenue sharing next year. They actually have to share money with the players for the first time, and I believe this may not be an exact quote, but I believe the words Hunter Yurachek said last week is, "We can't take on any more debt right now," or something along those lines.
Then they didn't know they was going to have to share revenue with him this past year. How come he didn't fire him then?
That's
it's just one excuse after the other.
Yes,
with
it is.
People.
Yep.
I mean, it's unreal what's happening here. Coach Broyles never would have put up with this. He'd have fired everybody. He'd have fired everybody. Coach Brawls never hired he had a policy. Never hiring an unproven coach to be the head coach at Arkansas. He did it one time with Jack Crow, and we know how that ended.
Yep.
He fired him after one game. They lost to the Citadel.
Yep.
A couple of years into his team. He didn't waste any time. He made a mistake, and he. I'm not saying Coach Brawls was perfect, but I had faith that he would do whatever it takes to put Arkansas in the best. Look at the coaches he hired.
Well,
he was here. After that, he hired Lou Holtz, who had a successful team. Then Ken Hatfield. Then Houston Nutt. And say what you want about Houston Nutt, with the coaches we've been hiring lately, you would have thought he was Bob Bryant or somebody compared to them. Because he was going 500 in the SEC, and at least his last game here, he won 8 games. His last year here, he won 8 games. Went down to LSU and beat the bench of national champions at LSU. Sam Pittman hadn't come close to beating anybody like that. He beat a bad Texas team 2 or 3 years ago, and everybody's still talking about that. I want to know from you guys what's going to be done about it. What is going to be done to stop this culture of losing? Because right now, whether we want to admit it or not, we're Vanderbilt.
Joe, I want to prepare you. And I know you, me, we're all getting older. We just need blood pressure's got to come down. They're going to beat Mississippi State, and they're going to beat La Tech,
beat Louisiana Tech,
and they're going to go. That's 5 wins right there. And any way you look at that, they can paint it as progress.
Yeah, they'll spin that. Yeah, of course they will. Yeah.
Oh, guys, please, please. If that happens, and it very well might, there's no progress. There's zero progress. How you having progress? You beat the only really real win you had is an Auburn team that's struggling and terrible themselves. That's it. Beating UAPB by 70, and who else did they beat?
UAB and Auburn.
Did they beat?
Yeah, UAB. That took a second half comeback, didn't it?
And they beat somebody else. I tell you, it's got, my brain is scrambled. It's gotten so bad. And the part that gets to me more than anything is nobody's mad. Everybody's just accepting all this losing. Since when did, at the University of Arkansas in football, did we accept a culture of losing?
Yeah.
I want to know that. What happened?
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate the phone call. We got to leave it there, man. But we hear what you're saying. We appreciate it. Yeah. All right. I have notes.
I have a question. It may be hypothetical or maybe rhetorical. I'm not sure if it has an answer. A&M's pretty good. I think that defense is legit. They're going to grind out some games. That's a top 25 team. Mm-hmm. Are you upset because you lost on Saturday, or are you upset because you've lost 12 out of 13? That's my question. Because I think, not to quote Hugh Freeze, but if you play that game 10 times, A&M's going to win more than they lose. I felt like A&M's defense was good enough to win. Look, you give up 21 in a game you kind of expect to win. You know, both teams gave up less than 21 or 21 or less. I don't know. Are you upset because you've lost 12 out of 13 and that's just frustration? Or are you upset because you thought you were better than A&M?
If so, why? Why would you think that?
Well, and here's the other.
Why would you think
and I
that?
asked this question last week. I asked, was your optimism based on the fact that you took Oklahoma State to double overtime or the fact that you'd beaten Auburn? Go ahead.
Oklahoma State's not that good.
No, they're not.
Okay, thank you.
No, they're not.
Yeah. And we know Auburn is what they are.
Auburn is what they are. So if you, I know you keep the FPI numbers. If you look at the FPI, they're a game ahead of schedule. We thought, the FPI said that Auburn would beat them. They did. They reversed that. You're entering the gauntlet here. I mean, you're about to hit a stretch that's going to be really, really difficult.
I think the best way I can say this is like this. Is the football season is when it is slowly revealed to everybody what they really are, and it never matches up with what people are told that they are all through the offseason. And so this is what, if the narrative through the entire offseason was probably a 5-win, 6-win team, then this is a little bit more palatable to accept. But all that the people who consume anything Razorback, and most of it is now produced by the university, they make it sound like they're never going to lose again. So, of course, when you get brainwashed with that stuff, when they lose, it's going to be like, wait a minute, this does not match up with my expectations. The only show, and listen, I may throw my shoulder out here, but, I mean, this needs to be said. The only program that gave you a realistic and honest assessment of what Taylen Green is, was, and would be is this one. I didn't hear stuff like this anywhere else. All I heard about was, Bobby Petrino's going to teach him. He's going to make him a wonder. He's going to make him a Heisman finalist. No, he's not. But most people, Zach, thought that way, and now the veil of all of it is crashing down.
I sat and I watched all 22 for the first time this year. I sat down and I watched them play in all 22 because I didn't really believe their first 4 opponents were worthy of sitting down and watch. A&M's defense is really, really good. I'm going to tell you, I'll bet you, and I may do this tonight. I may go back and look at all 41 of his dropbacks and look at how many times he dipped or bounced out of the pocket when he didn't have to. Because he feels pressure when he sees an opposite color in front of him. He backpedals. He takes off. Guys were open. I put 2 things up on our Twitter page, and they are really raw examples where Tesla is wide the bleep open. And Taylen Green either ignores him or doesn't trust what he sees. Those are growing pains. Again, and he's inexperienced, and he's very jumpy in the pocket. He's not going to stand in there and deliver balls. And I don't know if that's something you can coach out of him, but the way that Petrino is dialing this thing up, there are guys that are running wide open, and Taylen Green doesn't see them. He struggles at the line of scrimmage with pre-snap stuff, identifying coverage, identifying mismatches. There's one that I put up. It was on the first drive of the game. It was a 3rd down. Tesla, he runs an option route. He can go in or out. He makes the right choice. He goes in. Taylen Green's locked on Andrew Armstrong. I mean, that is his security blanket, is Andrew Armstrong. When all else fails, when it breaks down, he's going to find where 2 is. And the ball, you can bet, is going that way. Almost to the, detriment of the other receivers that are on the field. Tesla had a couple of plays where, he just pops open. And if Taylen Green simply makes the easy read and throw, it's a 1st down, or it's a sizable gain. You don't always have to make the big play, but his thing is, if guys get in his face, if they get too close, he bounces, and he's usually going backwards, which is not exactly what you want to do.
Well, PFF says he only was blitzed on 13 dropbacks out of 45. So I don't know if that helps with your. It doesn't say whether he's in the pocket or not on the on what I'm looking at here anyway. But he is. He is exactly. I am not surprised by his performance at all. But I did some research. I looked at some things. I listened to you. I looked at some other stuff. So this is part of the disconnect that people are having right now as they feel like their football season is crashing down around them. I mean, this is what it is. All right, 866-285-4005 is how you can get with us. We're having a couple different conversations.
Yeah.
Number one is about what Joe was talking about, which is like, why does the program lose every year to A&M and what can be done about it? And then, specifically the performance of the quarterback and the offensive line. And the right tackle gave up 12 pressures, man.
Yeah.
12.
Yeah,
and 2 sacks.
He's struggling.
That's not great. Oh, Lord.
Here's the thread of optimism is Taylen Green with time and reps and all of that sort of stuff. Hopefully, you would think about year 1 under Bobby Petrino in 2007, where they went from 07 to 08. Casey was a different kind of quarterback, but they made big strides. There are guys running open. Taylen Green just simply needs to settle down. And if he stands and delivers, when he's in the pocket, he's going to be fine. But the minute they get into the scramble drill, all hell breaks loose.
All right, we'll continue here on ESPN Arkansas and the Hit That Line Now app after these words.
They're tougher than the storms. They're the new Mahindras from Tatum Motor Company. They know many of you have seen your share of storms this year, and now you face the tough job of cleaning up what those storms left behind. You need the official tractor of tough. A new Mahindra tractor from Tatum Motor Company are built with heavy-duty frames and cast-iron chassis to offer more durability, traction, and stability. They're heavy enough for those big jobs like tree removal. And new Mahindras don't have a diesel particulate filter, so they never have to regen. And don't need the diesel exhaust fluid, so you save money there. Plus, save even bigger with Mahindra deals that are tough to beat, like 0% financing for 60 months on all Mahindra models. Find a new tractor or tractor package tough enough for any task at the best price with a new Mahindra from Tatum Motor Company in Anderson, Missouri and Tawnytown, Arkansas.
I'm Paul with Tatum Motor Company. Visit us online at tatummotor.com.
Northwest Arkansas. Hi, this is Stacy with ProMix Concrete, a division of Ozark Ready Mix. We're a local ready mix concrete supplier, and I'd like to invite you to call our team. We'll provide you high performance, optimized ready mix concrete and top-notch service for any and all of your commercial, DOT, and residential construction applications. Call us at 479-480-3060. That's 479-480-3060, and we'll take care of your business. Ask yourself, do you need a mix or ProMix?
You know, I couldn't stop talking about it to my family and friends. My knees are my trouble spot. But for me to tell them now that I'm doing so much better, they were amazed, and I've been amazed.
QC Kinetics Cellular Therapies. Yes, it is amazing how these non-surgical treatments deliver joint pain relief for patients like Dr. Eric Williams, a successful chiropractor.
Each week, I just started noticing that I could sleep and not have pain. I could play pickleball. I could do a CrossFit exercise routine.
QC Kinetics revitalizes your joints so you can move again without the pain pills or invasive surgery.
You know, I'm 60 years old and I want to stay competitive as long as I can. And QC has allowed me to do that. They did me right and really made a difference in my life.
Book your free consultation with QC Kinetics today and experience the difference for yourself.
I like to go, move, move, move.
QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
Take a moment and think of one thing you really wanted to do recently, but you didn't because your foot, leg, or back pain got in the way. Hi, this is Mike with the Good Feet Store. Well, you're not alone. We hear it all the time. Folks are fed up with living with pain that's keeping them from doing what they love, and they look to us at the Good Feet Store for a solution. And that's why we're here, to help get you back out there. Good Feet arch supports, which you can only get at the Good Feet Store, are designed to alleviate and even eliminate foot, knee, hip, and back pain. Plus, they provide improved balance, more comfort, and, well, just a better life. We'd like to help you turn your pain into possibilities. With a free fitting at the Good Feet Store, you'll be personally fit by an arch support specialist, and you'll get to walk around and see how Good Feet arch supports feel. Then you can decide if they're right for you. We're located across from Walmart on Mall Avenue in Fayetteville, and in Rogers on West Pauline Parkway behind Gearhead Outfitters in the district. For over 30 years, the Good Feet Store has been helping people get back to doing the things they love without their feet getting in the way.
Brothers Roofing and Restoration, a licensed and insured local roofing contractor in Arkansas. Since his playing days for the Hogs, Brother Alexander has been on rooftops, many years as an adjuster, and in the past decade as a roofing contractor. He knows how to help you through the insurance process while replacing your roof using only the industry's best materials. And being a lifelong Arkansan, he'll be here to stand behind his workmanship and warranty. Call 479-353-3877 to arrange a time for Brother and his team to inspect your roof.
Hello, Razorback fans. Ready to make this fall even more epic? Then check out the Honda Bonus Bucks promotion. It's happening right now, and it's your chance to score up to $1,500 in bonus bucks on select new Honda side-by-sides and ATVs. Right off with the new Pioneer, Talon, or Rubicon, and use your bonus bucks for customized accessories, protection plans, or even towards your down payment. Head to Heartland Honda, Power Sports and Marine, located in Springdale off exit 72, just past Cracker Barrel, and cash in before September 30th. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear a helmet and eye protection, always wear your seatbelts, and keep the side nets and doors closed. Honda side-by-sides are for riders 16 years and older.
ESPN 99.5. It's not a sports show. It's Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
Let us visit with JW. Hi, JW.
Hey, I've got a final report on the missing money.
Final report. Whoa, JW, you got to give us a bigger heads up than that.
Final report. Yes.
Before I get to that, I have to comment on the football situation.
Okay.
I appreciate all the astute analysis, but I don't pay a lot of attention to it because I have my own analysis of 50 years worth plus of watching how things go. I'm just curious what's going to happen next Monday morning when we beat Tennessee by 10 points and everybody said, well, I knew it'd be okay. When they're all wringing their hands and saying how it's all terrible and everything. You know, it's easy for the defense to get good. It takes a while for the offense to get to the place it needs to get. And when you screw up as badly as the quarterback did last week, that's a real teaching moment. He is going to have to figure it out or Petrino will bench his ass and put somebody else in. But anyway, let me tell you about the missing money. It is no longer an issue because a week ago, would be just about a week, tomorrow is Tuesday, my house went up in smoke.
Oh, no.
What?
Totally. I mean, poof, totally. Burnt. Gone. And you know how, I'm a writer and all that stuff. You know how you can't make up anything weirder than what actually happens? I called my best friend in California, who was actually married to the love of my life when I was 23 years old. She married him because he was a little more stable, and I was with for a couple of years, and she knew I wasn't going to settle down, and I wasn't. And I called him up after the fire because I wanted to tell him about it, and I needed to talk to somebody. Well, he doesn't answer, which is real rare. He calls 2 days later and says, I said, Ed, I called you the other night. Well, I had to go out. I had to take Marilyn to dinner. I said, well, that's nice. I'm still confused. And I said, why did you take her to dinner? It was her birthday. So, now, let me put this in perspective. My house burns up on the day that a woman I've been in love with for 50 years, nobody else besides her, really. There have been other people. But on the same day, you can't make that up. I mean, that's actually what happened. And I'm thinking, oh, no, what does this mean? I'm still processing that part of it. I'll get a song out of it, I'm sure. But anyway, I've got a tent, and I just bought a cot this morning in Conway. And I've already making plans for the rebuild. So, what the heck? I've been collecting vintage guitars and amps for 35 years. Next month was going to be the payoff. $20,000 to $30,000 worth of uninsured material up in smoke. But what the heck? It all works out. Anyway, at least I can listen to y'all and laugh in the afternoon. I laugh anyhow. But anyway, take care of yourselves. Don't give up on Mr. Petrino. I think he's pretty good. And he's, let's just face it, he's going to be the next head coach. It's probably a done deal. Anyway, y'all take care of yourselves.
Okay. Thank you, JW. Man.
JW, I'll text you later.
That was a journey.
Yeah, that was a journey.
That was a journey.
So DQ, help me here. While there was a love triangle.
He found his movie, by the way. Abner's right. He found his movie.
But we have a love triangle. The love of his life is married to someone else. Did I get that right?
In
California.
Named Marilyn, which was, fly fishing with Marilyn.
It all comes full circle. See, we were thinking Marilyn Monroe. It is not.
He kind of eluded Marilyn Monroe, but it wasn't Marilyn Monroe. It was Marilyn. Okay. Wow. That was a journey right there, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah, I'll text you later, JW. My goodness.
He's in a tent?
Yes, with a cot.
And some sort of listening device because he's hearing us.
And clearly a phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did we find out why the house went up?
I don't know if the investigation's complete or not on all that stuff. I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know.
All right.
Wow. Okay. There it is. Thank you, JW. Keep us posted if you need anything or something, all right?
Huh. Wow. That was a journey.
The love of his life. That's your movie, JW. I mean,
Really?
once you get back on your feet again, this is the story right
Last
here.
scene is you sitting in the house as the house goes up.
Right on her birthday.
Right, yeah. And that's the end. Right? The screen goes black, credits.
Yeah.
It's like The Sopranos. They don't know if you went up with it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you got to leave the open-ended
Right.
ending so people can write their own ending. Well, all right. Okay, it's 12 minutes until the hour here on Ruscin and Zach. Wow. That was something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He seemed in good spirits, though.
Yeah, he did.
Which is surprising. That's amazing.
Yeah, good text out of the 903, Texas. Life goal, to be as happy as that man with whatever life throws at you. Okay, there's a lesson there.
Yeah, we don't do lessons or hugs very often here, but I don't know.
Huh.
All right. So back to Petrino.
Hold on. We gotta you gotta break free from that.
How can we artfully move into something else here? We're brought to you by. No, that's not artful at all. All right.
WNBC.
A man just pours his heart out about his house burning down. Let's do a commercial. That's what I say. You know what I mean? What do you think? Is that a good
Second
way
attorney's text in. Not to be that guy, but still no answer on the money. You know what?
That would be someone as heartless as a second attorney.
Yes, the attorney, that's
right.
There's the law professor.
Billable hours are still undefeated. That's where you go. All right, fine. Wow. Okay. 8662. Oh, you know the number by now. Good
Wow.
grief. Okay. We made it another one of those.
Yeah, you know what? I think you're right.
You may need to read it.
There's only one place for the New York Knicks. Sings these things. WNBC.
Okay.
All right.
Now we're ready.
Sure.
Now we're ready to go. All right. Oh, yes.
DQ, that's for you. Abner texts in 66 WNBC. It's from Private Parts.
Howard Stern film.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
The movie you really need to watch. Because I think you will get a better understanding of why we are the way we are.
Okay. On my list.
You don't have a list, do you? You just tell me that.
I do have a list.
If they showed it on the side of a food truck, would you watch it?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. By the way, I met some of our faithfuls out there. I met Gilligan on Saturday over at Twin Peaks. I met him and his lovely wife, and
Did he have a red shirt on?
No,
and jeans.
no. But as I walked by, he went, "Hey," which is all the siren song of the radio guy. Hey, so I had to turn around and I got to converse with him for a little bit. Met some other fine folks out there. Of course, one of them had to come up and go, "DQ here." No,
we need to start sending DQ.
We really
stuff.
do.
Yeah.
Tired of answering that question, but I was like, "No, here's her number. Give her a shot."
There you go. I ran into some of our people at the concert Saturday night at Bud Walton Arena. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They were very.
Did they
love the
ask
show,
about-
man? Love the show, man.
Did they ask about DQ?
No, I didn't ask
Oh
about
wow,
DQ.
sorry,
no.
DQ. You're not an Alan.
No.
You're not at the Alan Jackson.
No, and we watched a woman 2 seats down show up drunk and then proceed to drink 6 beers.
Do I know her?
No, I don't
Okay.
think it's your type though.
Sorry, what type is that?
Yeah, it was. And the man accompanying her was growing very frustrated since I don't know if Alan Jackson did 20 songs, this guy must have missed 6 of them. for various reasons.
He was babysitting, huh?
Right, yeah. At one point, I heard him say, I need to trade her in for another model. That's what he said.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else heard that, but I sure as hell
heard
did.
it. Okay.
I did, yes, that's right.
How were the seats?
Very good seats. Right, what do you call that? West side, staring straight at the stage.
Okay.
Yeah. They had this weird deal, and I don't know if anybody experienced this, wants to talk about it. So right by the stage, you could stand. There was like this holding pin. And then on the floor, behind that, were a bunch of seats. I'm like, what if you bought those seats and those people are standing in front of you?
That would suck.
Show? That would be, I would not care for that. The sound was kind of wonky. I don't know why what happened there.
We were trying to, a buddy of mine and I were trying to figure out like Alan Jackson songs because I have no idea. Doesn't he do that, the Chattahoochee?
Chattahoochee, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
He does that one.
Yes,
All right,
he
I did
does.
get that
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So what they did was, because like a real musician, you might appreciate this. He gets on stage and he just stands there and sings. That's it.
Okay. Yes.
No running around, no pyrotech. No.
All right.
So what they do is,
he's also like in his 60s, isn't he?
This is his farewell tour.
Okay.
Yeah. But on the big screen behind him, they show him live, and then they're showing like the music video of whatever song that was. So the Chattahoochee video is kind of famous because he is water skiing in a cowboy hat and jeans and a multicolored life jacket. And it's kind of an iconic look for Alan Jackson fans. So during that song, there was some kid in the crowd that had like a very similar like life jacket and cowboy hat on, and they put him on the board, and everybody was just going nuts over that. And he even got a kick out of it. I think he saw it or something. But so that was kind of fun.
All right.
I wonder where that life jacket is. I mean, if that's not in the Country Music Hall of Fame, I mean, what are we doing here? That's an iconic piece of CMT memorabilia back in the day, or GAC back when they ran country music records. All right. Anyway, good time Saturday night. And everybody smiled at me at Bud Walton Arena. The people, Alan Jackson must pay better than the Razorbacks because the yellow shirt people were very kind. They were happy to see us. It was great.
Do you smell smoke?
No.
I do.
Okay.
Go see what's on fire.
All right. We may return. We may not. This is the best cliffhanger of all time. Stay with us.
I'm Allison Wise in the 4029 newsroom. Portsmouth police are investigating a reported drive-by shooting. They responded to a caller who reported this drive-by shooting in the 3500 block of Northview on Saturday night. According to police, the caller said shots were fired from a black pickup truck at a home in a residential area. If you have any information, contact police. And the Arkansas Secretary of State says the medical marijuana petition fell 2,600 signatures short. The petition needed 90,000 signatures to qualify for the November ballot. Ruscin's office said they did not have enough signatures that were valid. Arkansans for Patient Access said a month ago that it had submitted 150,000 signatures. We're continuing to follow this story for you, and we'll have more tonight on 4029 News. And we'll recap the Hogs' loss to the Aggies in Arlington and what's next for the Razorback football team. Those are your headlines. I'm Allison Wise.
Your Mach 1 market moment.
They are going down. I mean, we're having consistent changes, and it's all kind of negative changes.
What was it, 4 months ago, you could go buy a 5% CD pretty easy on the open market. Now we're at, I looked today, it was like 4.3.
Right, which is pretty tremendous. So that's forward-looking markets when the rates really haven't fallen that much, but that's kind of what happens.
Well, what got us in this situation was rates were at zero, essentially zero. They were at zero, the Fed funds rate. And then, they increased them by 500%.
Right.
Very short
in a year.
And the market was looking out, it's like, okay, we don't think rates are going to be this high 10 years from now, 20 years from now. So that part of the curve did not increase, right? Rates were not going up at the 10 and 20 year terms.
Basically calling the bluff.
Mach 1 Financial Group LLC is a registered investment advisor located in Rogers, Arkansas. For full disclosures, please see advisorinfo.sec.gov or mach1financial.com/disclosures.
Sterling Bank is committed to the Northwest Arkansas community, and as members of this community, their relationships go beyond banking. They're cheering on the same teams, shopping at the same stores, and serving the same causes that help make our community a great place to live. Stop by your local branch in Fayetteville or Rogers to discover the Sterling Bank difference with their top-notch customer service and complete menu of products. Sterling Bank is your community bank. Member FDIC.
Needing an electrician? Call the pros at Mr. Sparky. All of our certified electricians provide 5-star electrical work. If you have problems with an outlet, blown fuse, ceiling fan, need a panel replacement, or even a safety check, we've got you covered. Day or night, 24/7. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed. You can trust your electrical work with Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8
Cassano's Chicago Style Pizza brings you the happiest of happy hours. Happy hour Monday through Friday, 3 to 7, with $1 off drafts, well liquor, and wine. Cassano's happiest hour from 5 to 6 with $1 short domestics and $2 tall domestics. Don't forget, $15 domestic buckets all day, every day at Cassano's, your premier sports bar showing all your favorite teams. The place for the happiest hour, weekdays at 5. It's Cassano's Chicago Style Pizza.
Hey, it's Derek Ruscin, and you've probably heard about United Roofing and Waterproofing. Experienced owner Joey Viviano and his team provide residential and commercial services, such as roof assessments and reporting. They also offer service, maintenance, and replacements on all types. He does a lot of repairs and yearly checkups to make you feel secure in your home or business. Call Joey at United Roofing and Waterproofing, 479-312-7369. That's 312-7369. Or go online to UnitedRW.com.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
The tailgating scene on a perfect fall day in the natural state. Calling the Hogs with 75,000 plus as the Razorbacks run through the A. And all the things you love about football game days are near. Football season tickets are now on sale for marquee matchups against Tennessee, LSU, Ole Miss, and longtime rival and new SEC foe, Texas.
Slant, caught, touchdown, Arkansas.
Experience game day on the Hill and secure your seat and tailgating space by visiting ArkansasRazorbacks.com or by calling the Hogs at 800-982-HOGS.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. This is ESPN Northwest Arkansas.
Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruscin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
With DQ.
Kelsey finds a blank space for the score.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruscin and Zach starts right now.
Okay, a quick update. There is no fire. Everything is fine.
No, it's some sort of chemical burn going on next door.
Chemical peel?
Something like that. Also, yes, we've been sitting here for an hour watching this Mets-Braves game.
Right, unable to talk about it until now.
This game is drunk.
This is better than the Alabama-Georgia football game.
This is wild.
Period.
Every time you turn around, ball's leaving a ballpark. And this is for the playoffs.
So the Braves blew a big lead.
4 runs. Yeah, they were up.
Then the Mets blew a lead.
Yep.
And now
they're just going
the Mets have blown. The Braves have blown a lead again. And in the top of the 9th inning in this, this is a regular season game.
Yeah, it is a regular season game. It's game 161. They're going to play again in a couple of hours.
Right now,
they're going to play again.
This is better than. And I liked. Listen, don't mishear me here. I liked Alabama, Georgia. But this is better. A, we got stakes. We didn't have really stakes. I mean, both those teams could go to the playoff. I mean, come on.
Both teams are going to go to the playoff.
There's no stakes there.
None.
No. And B, you can't have – this is the thing I go back and forth on football. Or really any basketball, any game like this. Like, when half the game is one-sided, it's not a good game. You had a great finish Saturday night in Tuscaloosa. You didn't have a great game. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with a great finish. They're very exciting. Arkansas LSU in 2007, when Arkansas beat number 1, that was a great game because it was back and forth all the way through, and then it went 3 overtimes. And then you beat the number 1 team in their building. Alabama, Georgia, my view, not a great game. Not the game of our lives, not the game of the century, none of that stuff. But a hell of an ending. A hell of a compelling fourth quarter, that's for sure. With Georgia coming back, and then Alabama, and the Williams kid who, I don't know if you've heard this, is 17 years
No,
of
I
age.
hadn't heard that today, Derek. I hadn't heard that.
He's
Thank you
17.
for letting me know.
He should be going to prom.
I heard some moron saying he was like the leader for the Heisman. It's like, stop it. Just stop. Just stop. It's a quarterback award. It's the best. It's the best player on the best team.
Oh, they're giving it to. They've already decided they're giving it to Travis Hunter. I think that's all they're giving it to.
You know, we may have been wrong on Colorado.
Is Colorado good now?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't
but
want to live in it. Well, UCF's bad. We can agree on that.
Well, I mean, UCF went into that game. They were undefeated.
Who'd they play?
It doesn't matter. They were undefeated going in.
It does matter.
No, because Colorado was they got run by Nebraska, who's fine. But they went down to the bounce house. It wasn't like, it wasn't like UCF came to them. They went down there.
A league game.
And they won.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're playoff bound. Oh, God forbid they win the Big 12.
They could.
They could. They could. Because now the Big 12 is wide
I feel
open.
like this tomorrow the calendar turns to October. I think we can start to draw some conclusions about some different things. Number one, I don't think Oklahoma State's any good. That's one of the first things I would offer to the table here. I don't think they're very good.
They have always struggled in Manhattan. For whatever reason, whenever they go up there, they just don't play well.
They needed 2 overtimes to beat whatever this is over here.
True.
Okay? At home. In a home game.
I think Clemson's really good. I think Miami's really good. I think they're probably going to make it. I mean, BYU and Colorado are leading the Big 12 right now. Think about that. I mean, that's really stupid. And the best conference might be the Big 10. Might be the Big 10 because, and I don't want to get into like movie quotes or anything. How the hell are you going to lose to Kentucky at home?
Well,
how the hell you losing to Kentucky at home?
That's easy to explain. That's the culture that Lane Kiffin builds, which is we can go and do all this fun stuff, but the second we get hit in the mouth, we're going to fold up like a Walmart camping chair with somebody in it. Yeah. Lane Kiffin builds the softest, most least intimidating, front-running cultures of any of the coaches that they pay millions and millions of dollars for. His teams are tissue paper soft. And the second they get into big, we saw it here a couple years ago. Remember? It was cold in Fayetteville on a Saturday night. Let's lay down and not play. That's exactly what happened. Arkansas hit them in the mouth, and it was cold, and they're like, we quit. We're out of here. And that's what happened with Kentucky.
Yeah.
Kentucky hit them in the face, and they're like, wait, you're not supposed to do that. Oh, well, we got our money. We don't care.
I know this probably makes some of y'all mad, but I think Big Boy's got a team up there in Illinois. They're fine. That's an 8 or a 9 win team.
Yeah.
They went in. Look, you don't go into State College on a Saturday night during a whiteout and win more or compete. And they went up there and did that. I'm now quietly rooting for the best team in Indiana. Kurt Cignetti's fun.
The Shutdown Fullcast refers to them as 9-Windiana.
I don't
9-Windiana.
I saw a clip. Now for those who don't know, he's the guy who brought JMU from obscurity, James Madison. And he got the job at Indiana. And somebody asked him what his DQ do this. I need you to Google Kurt Cignetti. He said, "What's your recruiting pitch?" And he goes, "Google me." And tell me what it says. I did it over the weekend. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, what's it say?
How do you spell that last
Cignetti.
Oh, I was way wrong.
Not close.
Cignetti.
Right.
I was really wrong.
Yeah. Okay. What's the first thing that pops up?
His
record.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's his record?
Last year it was 11 to
No,
1.
no. What's his total overall record? It's like 135 and 31 or something like that.
Oh, is that good?
Yeah.
It's 124 to 35.
Yeah, that. I mean, but that's his recruiting pitch. Google me. And,
That'll work.
So I'm quietly rooting for Indiana.
Right.
They're fun. They're a lot of fun.
Who'd they beat over the weekend?
Over the weekend, hang on a second. Why'd you ask me this?
I didn't know.
They beat Maryland.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They beat Maryland. And you know what? And in 2 weeks, they'll play Northwestern.
It was a good run, Maryland. Yeah. We always have September,
and you know what?
Maryland.
They got Michigan and Ohio State back-to-back. Give me one of those. Just give me
They'll
one.
get one of those.
Yeah.
They'll get Michigan. I don't know if they'll get Ohio State. They'll get Michigan, though. I believe that.
Okay. Yeah, Michigan.
I can see that happening.
Michigan can't throw the football. That's fine.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Here's a text coming in here. You can text us at 866-285-4005. We are the Arkansas almost football team. 40-plus games, lost by 8 or less points since 2012. This is from Kip and Rogers. Kip, that's why I'm wearing my shirt here. We almost always almost win is what my shirt says, and it's got the slobbering hog down here on the bottom. That's the deal, man. Pittman in games decided by. I know you're talking about since 2012, Kip, but let's focus on the task at hand here. In games decided by 7 or less, Pittman is now 5-15 at Arkansas. So he's had 20 of these out of 450 some odd games.
Yeah. What's his record now?
In games decided by 7 or
overall,
less.
26.
Overall, he's 26-27.
Oh.
And in games decided by 7 or less, he's 5-15. But fear not, everybody. He's coming back to the friendly confines of Fayetteville Saturday against Tennessee, where he is
14-11.
14-11.
Yeah, my math isn't what it used to be, but let's see here.
14-11. Yeah, that's
14 times 4.
That's a
56%
win percentage in the home stadium. So yeah, that's what's going on there. But they almost always almost win. That's what it is. And Jim has sent us a text in all caps. But at least we have integrity. Yeah, well, there you go.
That's just a team that it's a team that just has your number. They just have your number. And you haven't beaten it. When was the last time you beat them in 21? Prior to that, it was Petrino's
11.
It was 11 was the last time they beat them.
Yep. And they're in every game.
Yeah.
They've had they've been in like 10 of those 13 games. They've been in it's just absurd. The what's happening there. Here's the text that makes this is the text, and then I heard a call earlier today that made no sense to me. I agree with Ruscin, but at the same time, I'd take Kiffin over who we have now. Okay, but then you still wouldn't win a game like Saturday where A&M hits you in the mouth and there's nothing you can do about it. You wouldn't. What are we talking about here? Because Kiffin's more famous? Is that the deal?
Kiffin is more fun. It's not. Arkansas's problems aren't going to be solved by a coach.
Hey, the Mets won, by the way. 8-7.
How about the Mets?
Yeah.
How about those Mets?
They're going to the playoffs.
Are they now?
Yeah, they are.
DQ, can I borrow this for a second?
Yeah. The Mets won. So now here's the.
Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets. Step right up and greet the Mets.
Go on.
So I just want to get this thought. I know it's a big football day, but this is really interesting to me because of the scenario here with the Mets and Braves. So if they split, they both go to the playoffs. And if the Mets now win game 2, they've already won game 1, the Diamondbacks go and the Mets. So how do you play this out? Do you have a handshake agreement that, hey, let's both go and let's just, screw the Diamondbacks? Or do you want your division rival, the Braves,
Oh, you root for the conference, Derek. You root for the conference.
Do you want them to feel pain and you go for the sweep later today?
You root for the conference.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
NL East.
I got to tell you, if this is my division, if this was my team, I would want to go for the kill shot. I do not want another divisional team in the playoffs with me. I would not want them in. So I would, I wouldn't do it. I would try and win the second game. We'll see what the Mets do, but I would try and win the second game and then shut the Braves out, and then it's Mets and Diamondbacks getting the 2 wild cards. That's what I would do. So, anyway, I just here's a Braves fan. Bleep the Mets. Okay. Well, you better beat them in the next game, or
now JB and Van
you'll
Buren
be out.
Says the Mets are going to forfeit the last game. I don't think so.
I don't think that's happening. No, I don't think that's going to happen.
Bonuses are on the line.
That's exactly right. Yeah, there's a lot at stake here in the next few hours. So, no, that's not the deal. All right. Anyway, and me, I don't care for either of these teams one way or the other. It doesn't matter to me. Is that the Mets owner
rooting for
crying?
the league?
Who is that old man crying? Is that the Mets owner?
Are you rooting for the NL East?
No, I don't. I want everyone to feel pain. I want Shohei to go about, I don't know how many bats you have in a postseason. I want to see Shohei go like 25 for 30 with like 15 bombs and then just, crown him. Give him his title, all right? Let's get this guy on the fast track to the Hall of Fame.
He's had a tough year.
Yeah. I guess I could see myself rooting for the Royals, but I don't really care about the Royals. And neither do most Royals fans until about once every 30 years. Then they care. You know what I mean?
Well, they care when they're good.
That's exactly right. Yeah, right. Yeah. I guess this time it would be 9 years since the last time they were good. So that's some progress, I
Seth
guess.
from Elk River says the Mets would play tomorrow. Why would they try and win and play another game? Because they hate the Braves.
Right. That's the whole argument here. Is like, what would you do? Would you screw your divisional opponent over, or just say, "Hey, we're both here. Let's just shake hands and call this a friendly contest"?
If they do line up and play the next game, and I don't know if they will or they won't, but whatever bet Saracen has, take the Braves.
Oh, you can't put this game on the board, can you?
Let's find out. No, it's currently off the board.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, let's figure out what's going on here.
I can't like the Braves enough in this game.
But this has been wild. This has been absolutely wild. And I don't care. I don't care for this ESPN win probability nonsense or whatever. But
the Braves are scheduled. If this is right, they're scheduled to throw Chris Sale.
Okay.
Yeah, take the Braves.
All right.
Take the
There it
Braves.
is. There we go. All right. Anyway, it's a big football day, but this is happening on TV right now, and it's amusing. So and it's kind of fascinating.
The Mets are
scenario.
undecided on their the game starter, and that game's supposed to start in about a half an hour.
Well, yeah, it'll probably start here in a little bit. All right, we'll get back to all the football and stuff here. 866-285.
I couldn't like the Braves enough.
Yeah,
the Braves minus 17. I'll take it.
What's going on with the Texas A&M game? Taylor Green, offensive line, Pittman. You may be wondering about the offensive line. I hate to break it to you. 3 of the guys played pretty well in pass blocking. 3 of them did. So that must mean what? 2 of them didn't. And that's exactly
it's not all on them.
No.
It's not all on them. It was very simple. A&M loaded up the box, took the run away. And that's why Bobby Petrino didn't forget to flip the card to the run plays. It was the look they were giving.
This was bound to happen. When you're a one-dimensional offense, which is what they are, you have a quarterback that completes 54% of his throws, someone was eventually going to say, throw it, I dare you. And if it wasn't last week, it was going to be this week against Tennessee.
And it'll be this week against Tennessee, and it'll be 2 weeks from now against 3 weeks from now against LSU. It's going to be the exact same.
And what will happen? Why aren't they running the ball anymore?
There's nowhere to go.
There's nowhere to go. That's what it is. Your quarterback's got to throw away out of it. And we'll talk about Taylor Green coming up here in a minute. We got to conduct a little business here, but let me oversimplify it for everybody coming up here in a moment on ESPN Arkansas. And they hit that line now app. I need to remind you about the Check H Grill and Buffet in Russellville. They got a new owner. They got a new atmosphere. And, in fact, their new owners, Dale, he worked for Mark over here at the All-American Steakhouse for 30 years. So a lot of experience, and that means you're going to get a great experience when you head over there to the Check H Grill and Buffet in Russellville on Main Street in Russellville. They want to remind you that they can handle groups, teams, bands, whatever you've got going on, wedding-related events, any family gathering. Think about the Check H Grill and Buffet. Find out more on Facebook at Check H Grill and Buffet. Check them out there. All right, we will get back to all this other stuff here with Taylor Green and everything after the break. I also need to run you. We're talking about Bet Saracen. Bet Saracen's Arkansas's favorite sports betting app. If you'd like to make a little wager on your favorite sporting event, Bet Saracen is right there on your phone. Monday Night Football's on there tonight. Playoff baseball, it's all on the Bet Saracen app. College football, of course. Go to the App Store and download Bet Saracen or go to betsaracen.com.
Influential show in Arkansas. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at tra.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
At GNC, we know motivation can come from anywhere. You could be at the gym, totally focused on yourself and your own goals. You refuse to be gym-intimidated. Maybe you're on a weight loss journey, a new path to change your life. Nothing's gonna stop you. Or maybe you're putting in overtime on those booty goals. No shame in getting those gains round back. You could just be out to prove that when it comes to pickleball, you are a pickle baller. No matter what motivates you, we have the fuel to keep you going. Fuel your fitness at GNC.
Football season is here, and that means early morning and late nights cheering on your favorite team, but don't tackle game day on an empty stomach. Head over to Einstein Brothers Bagels, where every bite is a win. From their fresh baked bagels and signature schmears to hot savory breakfast sandwiches, Einstein Brothers has everything you need to fuel your day, whether you're tailgating or watching from home. Visit Einstein Brothers today and grab your game day essentials. Einstein Brothers Bagels, where champions eat breakfast. Find your nearest location at einsteinbros.com.
Oh my gosh, Becky, look at that sign. It looks like one of those that Sign Studio made.
Well, that's because it probably is. Hi, I'm Matt Reese, COO of Sign Studio. Don't let the name fool you. We're not just signs. From interior and exterior signage to business cards, banners, and promotional items, Sign Studio can help take your business to the next level. We're passionate about helping you grow your brand. Our in-house design and production team allows for quick turnaround, and we have multiple locations to serve all of your Northwest Arkansas signage needs. Follow us online or call 479-250-4844.
The Henry family laid the foundation for sports media in this state, and that foundation still stands strong to this day. The Greater Fort Smith Association of Home Builders knows a thing or two about a good foundation, and they're proud to sponsor Clay Henry's latest column. Be sure to check out the Parade of Homes happening on October 4th through the 6th and 11th through the 13th from noon to 5 daily. Don't miss Clay's columns every week, only on hitthatline.com.
Are you a cigar connoisseur or just cigar curious? The Cigar District carries both powerhouse brands like Davidoff as well as boutique brands and a wide assortment of cigar accessories. If you don't want to pick up your favorites and leave, then feel free to enjoy their customer lounge or courtyard patio. For those looking for a private membership experience, check out their cigar club featuring lockers, an upscale lounge, meeting room, and rooftop patio. Ladies, would you like to learn about cigars or pick up something special for your guy? The Cigar District is ready to help. The Cigar District, located just off the Bentonville Square, 200 Southeast 6th Street in Bentonville, or online at thecigardistrict.com.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Hey, you!
Yeah, you. Are you looking to purchase a new home or refinance your current home? This is Joey Phillips, Guild Mortgage Company. We have the right home loan products to help make your dreams a reality. From VA, USDA, FHA, down payment assistance, and many other loan programs. Give us a call at 870-416-3755. Visit us online at guildmortgage.com or stop by and see us at 816 North Main Street, Harrison, Arkansas. Guild Mortgage Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, Company MLS 3274, Individual MLS 410-478. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Terms and conditions apply. Subject to change without notice.
Did your 6 weeks with your kids this summer fly by? Is your ex on another tropical vacation while you're working 2 jobs to pay your child support? I'm Jackie Mock with Mock Legal Solutions. Arkansas law on custody and child support has changed, and those changes could benefit you. So stop scrolling through her vacation pictures and protect your rights today. Call me at 479-769-1505. Mock Legal Solutions, real advice, reasonable price.
Your Honor, my son deserves this kid.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Elizabeth.
This is Robert. And this is Matt, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
Folks, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
No, it's not Christmas yet.
No, Mom, he's referring to football season.
Oh, speaking of football, guess what we just got in?
Season tickets?
Sideline passes?
Well, close. We just started receiving the Nike sideline apparel like hats and polos.
Yeah, but did we get jerseys?
Yeah, we got both kinds, cardinal and white.
We also have youth and adult sizes.
That's great. People have been asking for that for quite some time now. Matt, by the way, I did some research, and there's no shot for going viral.
Oh, Lord. Mom, he's a goner.
Anyway, besides Nike, we also have Champion, Cutter & Buck, Tommy Bahama, and many other brands.
All at the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole, which is 989 South Razorback Road, next to Baumwalker Stadium. Matt, you tell them all about them interweb-based brands.
He means the website, which is shop.razorback.com.
Or give us a call at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
ESPN 99.5. The headlines. We make the headlines. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Your news is brought to you by the Good Chair. It's glad to have a place to sit. Get the Good Chair exclusively at the Stadium Shop. Stop by and tell Robert Joe Bonamassa sucks. You want to see the Good Chair. Football team's back at it today after losing to A&M over the weekend. Arkansas now 3-2 overall. 1-1 in the league. Hosts, number 4 Tennessee and Fayetteville this weekend. The Vols are 4-0 coming off a bye week. They opened up as a 14-point favorite on the Bet Saracen. That Football Power Index says Arkansas has an 18% chance to win the game. Kickoff scheduled for 6:30 p.m. on Saturday night, ABC. We'll have your television. Sam Pittman met with the media today, announced Rashad Dubinion is back off his indefinite suspension. He also gave us a little insight, said he'd been hurt, but now is practicing well.
Even though he hadn't practiced yet this week.
What he said.
Immaterial.
I just read it.
Your pulse.
Yes. And now your poll. Yes.
In dreams where you're falling, have you ever actually hit the ground? 15.8% of people said yes. 84.2% of people said no. Did serial killers get hitchhiking canceled?
Yes.
94.7% of people said yes.
Pretty good one, though. 97.4?
94.7.
94.7. I'm guessing that the 6% or so, those are the serial killers.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'm thinking that would be the only way you vote for that, but go ahead.
And should more sports teams issue formal apologies to their fans? 78.1% of people said yes. And those are your polls. Go grab grass.
All right. Thank you very much, DQ. Here's a text out of the 870 because
it's the 870.
Always the 870. Prime better than Pittman. Well, neither of them have won anything, so, better is a relative term. One guy won last week, one guy lost, so you like the guy that won. Okay,
one guy has had a winning season, one hasn't. Can we wait until we need more data on Deion.
We want to know now.
I also want to know what happens when Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders leave.
Well, he retires, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Then leaves Colorado in the lurch.
DQ, JT doesn't like being called a serial killer. He's having a rough
week.
No? He probably did.
Right.
BE says you walk by 25 to 50 serial killers a day.
That's not possible.
Even true.
That's not possible. I don't walk by 25 people in a day, much
I
less
haven't
serial
seen
killers.
I
Come
haven't
on,
seen
BE.
anyone until I got here.
Right. Yeah. And I saw the people at the lunch, and then that's it. I didn't see anybody. What are you talking about? 50 serial killers. All right. Bailey in Denver is who will go down as the better coach at Arkansas, Mike Anderson or Sam Pittman? Obviously, Mike Anderson. I mean, obviously.
Well, I think we're TBD on Pittman, right? I mean, he's still got the job.
If I have to make the decision right now, it's Mike Anderson.
Also, let's take Mike Anderson up. How many years was he here? 8?
8 or something.
All right, well, give me the first 5 years of his tenure.
Pretty bad.
Okay. Well, can we wait until the book's written?
No.
Okay.
We have to know now.
We have to know today.
We have to know today. We don't have time to sit around and wait on all this to play out. We demand answers. Lurch is saying better coach, Nutt or Pittman. Well, it's Nutt.
He's the second all-time winningest coach in school history.
Yeah, he won the division.
Yeah.
Again, Pittman hasn't won anything.
Well, he won that Outback Bowl against a depleted Penn State team. Wasn't Micah Parsons on that team?
Well, and he quit to go to the draft. It was a meaningless game for him.
How'd that work out for him?
All right, until Mike Zimmer came along and screwed his career up.
Yeah, they're 2-2.
No.
They're 2-2.
No. Oh, I got to tell you about this. I heard this earlier.
Okay.
A guy called in to Phil and said that Arkansas has overachieved at 3-2. And
well, I mean, it's not.
God.
It's they're a game ahead of where we thought they'd be.
They beat Auburn, and that's overachieving. Did you watch how bad Auburn is?
At the beginning of the year, we all thought that Auburn would get them. So yes, by definition, yes. I'm not going to sit here and bang the drum, looking at beating Auburn as a ray of sunshine. But yeah, I mean, there's opportunity here. I don't know who would left on their schedule. You'd look at and go, they can get that. They can back into that one.
Right.
I really thought they'd get A&M. I really did. I thought they'd back into it somehow. But
you know what I think they're going to do? First of all, there's a couple things here. One, I don't think they're going to change quarterback, number one. Number two, I don't think they're changing the right tackle until the bye week.
Well,
I don't think they're going to change it.
You got to think of this like in NFL terms now. Taylon Green is your highest paid player on the offensive side of the ball. You're not sitting him down.
Right. Yeah.
The people who paid for him are not going to be happy.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Frank's going to want that truck back.
Same,
you know what I mean?
Same thing with Blackstock. He's going to struggle, but you're paying him so much money, he has to play.
He gave up 2 sacks, 5 hurries, and 7 pressures on the quarterback. Bright spot, he didn't commit any penalties. So that's something. I mean, there's something to build on there. But
for his entire career, he was an interior offensive lineman. Kicking him out to tackle is not easy.
Okay.
Going the other direction, going from tackle to guard, easy to do.
So here's my question about all that. You just brought up something. Why is it that and by the way, let me say this and then I'll ask my question. Can we finally put something to bed about Sam Pittman that they told us time and time again? He's not no great offensive line coach, please. And he's not a great recruiter either. These were lies perpetrated by the press because they liked him. Because he would go into the interview rooms and take his shoes off. And he was folksy and homespun and, kind of goofy. And the media loves that crap. He's not a great O-line coach. He's not an evaluator of O-line talent really at all. And he's not a great recruiter. I mean, Arkansas, no one ever produced any. You know how last week the UNLV quarterback made all those allegations about money and then produced no evidence to support any of his claims? Well, everybody told us all this stuff about Pittman and the offensive line and recruiting, and they never produced any receipts to back any of that up. And so none of it's true. So what I'll ask you, though, is this. Why do they keep doing this? Every year they do this, where they're playing someone out of position on the offensive line, which is really important.
Okay, so let me. Can I take the first part first?
Sure.
Okay. As the head coach, Sam Pittman doesn't coach the offensive line. Eric Mateos does. That's where the buck needs to, or the questioning needs to start. You brought this guy in. They've struggled. Okay, fine. Pittman is sort of, he's the guy you bounce stuff off of. Pittman's not down there doing drills, stuff like that. That's not what the head coach does. So I don't disagree with you on the recruiting thing. You would have thought more offensive linemen would be drawn to him. That hasn't happened.
Nope.
All right. Now, as far as Blackstock being kicked out to the tackle spot, you're trying to start your 5 best guys. And if he's one of your 5, you got to find a place for him. It is a really hard thing to do, to take a guy who was either a center or a guard, an interior guy, and move him outside. Very few guys can make that adjustment. College tackles make the adjustment inside. They don't go the other way, with rare exception. His punch is not good, and part of his issue was the guy that he was going against is an NFL first rounder. Period. The guy from A&M Kuiper had as the number one defensive end. All right, you're gonna struggle, but if you know that going in, you've got to give him some assistance. Somebody has to be out there with him. Somebody has to, whether it's a back or a defensive end, just being an obstacle to slow him down so the Blackstock can get himself set up. If they struggle again this week against Tennessee, it could be this is what you're going to have to live with. You're going to have to game plan around it.
He has allowed a team-high 16 hurries and 21 pressures this season, according to PFF.
And here's the other
thing.
So
he's struggled against everybody, but especially the first rounder. Like you said.
And here's the other thing, is now everybody knows it. And you're going to see teams shift. You're going to see guys moving around, and you're going to wind up with the best pass rusher you have over him.
But this is the first question that's come out of this game that's really really got me curious about something, because I knew Taylon Green was a 50% quarterback. I knew that. In fact, I keep telling you this, and maybe we need to play the cut because you don't believe me. Petrino told you this in training camp. The one time Petrino met with the media, he said, we don't worry about completion percentage, which was a road flare that this guy's is not very good. And then there was the scrimmage where he threw at least 3 interceptions, maybe more than that. Oh, no, we ignored that. Why? Because it made us feel icky, and we don't like that. We want to feel good. We want to feel happy. That's negative. We don't want to feel bad. We want to feel happy. So Taylon Green has met my expectations, okay? But here's the thing I don't understand. We've just kind of stumbled upon this here. Every year there's a story like this one where they're moving somebody to a new position on the offensive line that's never done it before, and the first 7 games are not that good. Why can't they just get people that do the jobs rather than all this cross-training and moving people? If a guy's a left tackle, play him a left tackle. Mm-hmm. That's what they're doing with Carmona. If a guy's a right tackle, go find a right tackle if you need a right tackle. Why do they do this every single year would be my question over there.
I can't imagine, and I knowing enough of these guys, I just can't imagine that you bring him in from Michigan State. He's an interior guy, and with the plan that we're going to move him out to right tackle. I mean, that's one of the defensive ends and tackles are the most important positions on the line. Now, you can't have a guy that's a weak spot out at your right tackle spot, or you're going to get a lot of this.
I want to be fair. Is this where Kudus was supposed to play? Who's been hurt all year? Right tackle? Guy. Oh, he's another interior guy? So they have too many interior guys.
Blackstock was there from day one.
Okay. So this is not so okay, so in that case then this doesn't make any sense. I mean, he's leading the league in pressures allowed.
I'm going to offer this up.
Or leading the team, I should say.
And some of this it's not all on the offensive line. There were plays to be had. Guys that were open that Taylon Green simply doesn't see.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he pulls it down, he bounces, or he'll reset, and that's when the trouble starts. In the quick passing game, I can hear my coach, the metronome, and the ball's got to be gone. It's 1, 2, 3, and the ball is gone. And that is not Taylon Green's game. Right now, he's completing a career low 54%.
Against the best competition he's faced.
Well, no, that UAPB and UAB, and the numbers, I just looked it up. The numbers have steadily dropped since UAPB as the competition has picked up. So the idea that it's going to get better, I don't know if we're there yet.
That's the scary thing.
But and just in watching this, and I watched the All-22, there are guys popping open. He just doesn't have that feel. He doesn't have the confidence in the offense and what he's seeing to make those plays. He goes back to his instincts, which is to bounce and run.
Okay. There's been a lot of conversation on this radio station and others about, well, Bobby Petrino, he doesn't have it anymore. Listen, I'm not a Bobby Petrino lover like many of you who are, have man crushes on him and want to name your kids Bobby and all that stuff. He's a fine coach. At one point, he was the most brilliant play caller I've ever seen here. But this is not on him.
No.
The plays are there. No. The plays are there. You got to pull the trigger. The plays are there. And what is happening, I'm going to try and dumb this down because I'm not a smart person, as has been evidenced time and time again. So when I watch quarterbacks, they throw the ball before the guy's open, and then he's open. What's happening, or what's not happening here, what we were talking about earlier, what KJ did was the guy would be open, then he'd throw the ball.
Throw it, yeah.
This guy, the guy's open, and he's not even throwing the ball. Is that what's happening here?
And that's, throwing to spots, throwing guys open. He doesn't have a natural feel for playing the position. He's always been the best athlete on the field. And look, I asked 3 guys who've played the position at that school. And I know they'll probably bust me out. I talked to Matt Jones. Yep. I talked to Zach Clark, who played here and then won the Harlan Hill, which is the D2 Heisman down at UCA. And then I talked to Jason Allen. And I sent them the videos. And I'm like, am I just missing this? And they all said the same thing. No. I mean, Matt even said it doesn't get more simple than that. He just doesn't have a feel for what he's seeing. He doesn't trust what he sees.
Right.
He's so concerned about turning the ball over, he won't let it fly.
He's seeing ghosts. That's
now these are two different things. Okay. The not trusting what he's seeing is being extra conservative, not one to turn the football over. The seeing ghosts thing is the thing that I used this word the first time. He's very jumpy in the pocket. When he sees an opposite color jersey, his first instinct is to move. That's not exactly what you want to do. There's time there. This is Drew. I watched Drew Brees go through this once he was talking about climbing the pocket. It's not always there, but the idea is you stand your ground, deliver the ball. If there's room, you climb the pocket. You don't try and run around it. You move through the pocket. And he doesn't have that feel. He's not a natural pocket passer. He's was it 2 weeks ago? We were talking about mechanics and all that kind of stuff. When he gets flushed and he starts running, his mechanics break down. And that's when the ball starts to flutter. And he's a work in progress. He'll get better. But the worst thing you can do right now for him is to bench him. You don't have anybody on the bench that's better. But to bench him now, take all of the time you've invested in it and say, you know what, we're done with it. What you have to do is you have to find out what he does well against now, I don't know what they're going to do against Tennessee because Tennessee can run at all 3 levels. If it's quicks, if it's, slants, bubbles, whatever, you can't have him sitting in the pocket as Tennessee's rush is coming at him. He's not going to be successful doing that.
All right, this is ESPN Arkansas on the Hit That Line Now app, 866-285-4005.
One other thing.
Yes.
The idea that you've got about 2.5 to 3 seconds to get rid of the ball. He has that. What he does is he sits, he waits, and then tries to run, and then it becomes this big, elongated thing. Asking your offensive lineman to block that front or Tennessee's front or Texas front for 4 seconds it's not realistic. It's got to be boom, 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 gone. Ball's gone. And he just has to trust what he's seeing and let it fly. Throw the pick, you throw the pick. But what you don't want to see is him running around and then float one that gets picked off. If a guy jumps in front of a slant, okay. At least he got rid of the ball. He's not running around trying to make you don't have to make the hard play, just make the simple one.
All right, we'll be back here. We're coming up on 20 minutes until 4 o'clock on this Monday.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
I will go to the grocery store, but by God, somebody's going to check me out, okay?
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Electrical work can be dangerous. Don't let a do-it-yourself mistake lead to a bigger problem. Mr. Sparky's highly trained electricians can handle all of your electrical needs, guaranteeing that your job will be completed safely and within code compliance. Trust the experts at Mr. Sparky. We'll leave your home even safer than we found it. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Is joint pain, soreness, and achiness getting in the way of your best life? Football legend Emmitt Smith refuses to back down to pain. That's why he's a huge advocate for QC Kinetics and their natural approach to getting you relief.
Look, we get one trip around, so I wouldn't ever let pain stop me from hanging out with my race team, traveling with my family, or golfing with my friends.
Emmitt's got it right. And QC Kinetics uses regenerative medicine to relieve that never-ending pain in your knees, hips, shoulders, and back. And the best news, there's nothing foreign being introduced into your body. Just your own body's natural healing properties. No surgery or no downtime.
If pain's holding you back, maybe it's tennis, pickleball, running, hiking, or spending time with special people in your life, what are you waiting for? This is precious time. Get out there. and get over to QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
They're tougher than the storms. They're the new Mahindras from Tatum Motor Company. They know many of you have seen your share of storms this year, and now you face the tough job of cleaning up what those storms left behind. You need the official tractor of tough. A new Mahindra tractor from Tatum Motor Company are built with heavy-duty frames and cast-iron chassis to offer more durability, traction, and stability. They're heavy enough for those big jobs like tree removal. And new Mahindras don't have a diesel particulate filter, so they never have to regen. And don't need the diesel exhaust fluid, so you save money there. Plus, save even bigger with Mahindra deals that are tough to beat, like 0% financing for 60 months on all Mahindra models. Find a new tractor or tractor package tough enough for any task at the best price with a new Mahindra from Tatum Motor Company in Anderson, Missouri and Tawnytown, Arkansas.
I'm Paul with Tatum Motor Company. Visit us online at tatummotor.com.
Ready to explore beyond the beaten path? Discover the Range Rover lineup at Land Rover of Little Rock. Experience handcrafted luxury with the capability to take on any adventure. The elegant Range Rover offers unmatched performance and first-class luxury. The Range Rover is built for every journey. Visit Land Rover of Little Rock today and explore our incredible Range Rover selection. Plus, take advantage of our promotions and recently revamped service department. Visit us at 25 Colonel Glenn Plaza Drive or log on at LandRoverLittleRock.com.
Are you paying more than $95 a month for your website? Or did you pay thousands just to get a website? You know, you don't have to. Modular Orange is an easy and affordable way to get a custom website for your business. They write it, build it, launch it, post it, secure it, and keep it up to date for just $95 a month. No upfront costs or additional fees. Go to modularorange.com and find out how they can help. modularorange.com.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. Is your hair game in overtime? Then head to Fantasy Sports Cuts, the ultimate hair joint for men. We don't just cut hair, we draft the perfect style for your dome. Our scissor-wielding all-stars will turn your mop into a championship look. Want the Hail Mary mohawk or the slam dunk fade? We've got you covered. So hustle down to Fantasy Sports Cuts, where every day is game day for your hair. Walk-ins are welcome or book online at fantasysportscuts.com or give us a call. Fantasy Sports Cuts at Mission and Crossover in the Harp Shopping Center.
Walk-Ons is always a win, whether it's for a post-game celebration, drinks with the crew, or an easy weeknight dinner. Walk-Ons has you covered. Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers and cocktails. Dig into their mouth-watering menu items like po' boys, gumbo, and voodoo shrimp, plus fan favorites like juicy burgers and fresh salads. Find your nearest location in Rogers, Fayetteville, Fort Smith, Conway, and Little Rock, or order online or in the app. Walk-On Sports Bistro for the win.
I'm meteorologist Wayne Morrison with your 4029 Get Ready with the Forecast. Clear and calm conditions are forecasted this evening and overnight tonight. By sunrise Tuesday, temperatures will be in the upper 50s to near 60 degrees. A sunny and breezy day is forecasted for Tuesday. Daytime high temperatures will climb to the low 80s. Tuesday's overnight temperatures will fall to near 50 degrees by sunrise Wednesday. That's your Get Ready with the Forecast only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. It's Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Ruscin and Zach has been streamed in 158 countries, 50 states, 2 territories, 1 chain of unincorporated islands. Yesterday, somebody streamed us from Looney Island, Missouri. You want to stream it too? Hitthatline.com. You got one of the Google Play Alexa thing. Say, hey, play ESPN Northwest Arkansas. Also, you can get us on the now running like a Swiss car Hit That Line Now app.
Okay, thank you. All right, you can join us here on ESPN Arkansas, 866-285-4005. We'll do our SEC report here. Vichy Aesthetics and Wellness brings you that. They are having their fall event Wednesday from noon to 6. It's an afternoon of giveaways, package specials, and exclusive event pricing on all your favorite treatments and products. They'll have specialty fall drinks and hors d'oeuvres. And complimentary laser facials, glow peels, and consultations for weight loss, hormones, wellness, and injectables. Vici Aesthetics and Wellness Socials will have all the details all week long. VICI, Vici Aesthetics and Wellness. Get on the schedule today, 479-343-8424. Call or text during the event to secure your specials if you can't make it in person. Vici Aesthetics and Wellness, 479-343-8424. 479-343-8424. Their fall event Wednesday from noon to 6 at Vici Aesthetics and Wellness. The SEC, as of course, Arkansas doesn't play in a couple weeks because they have the bye week.
Bye week, yeah.
And so basketball is trying to screw up all of our bye week plans. Because the basketball team, the November bye week, they're going to play in Dallas against Baylor. And this bye week, next week, basketball team is going to go on some sort of exhibition tour around the state and play in Hot Springs one day and in Pine Bluff the next, getting the fans in lower Arkansas, or L.A. as we call it, a chance to see the team before the season begins. So that's what's going on there. We'll have more details as they become available, I'm sure, about tickets and all that stuff. So there you go.
All right, here's a text out of Hot Springs. Arkansas has their fall event every time they touch the ball. We don't need this today. Very negative. BE has called into question the validity of one of our statements, which is now running like a Swiss car. He's asked if Peugeot is a Swiss car. No, BE, that is a French-made automobile. Aha. Glad we can clear that up for you.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to talk football. They want to talk Peugeot.
Yeah, Peugeot, of course.
You ever see those? No. Garbage.
Okay.
As most things French are.
Right.
Absolute garbage.
Right. No, but I had, before I went and ran some errands yesterday, Back to the Future was on TV again. A movie I could watch every time it's on. And, it was that, you made a time machine out of a DeLorean? You can go in style, right? That's what happened. Right?
All right, we need a ruling here.
Okay, we got a ruling.
Right. Chris Sale. Now we're sitting here watching the Mets and the Braves. Chris Sale has suddenly developed back spasms for Game 2 of this 2-game set. DQ scale of this game for the New York Mets is meaningless. For the Braves, it's very important, but their best pitcher has developed back spasms. Legit, or is he kiffining this? Faking an injury.
It might be real.
I doubt it.
I don't know.
But that is the Chris Sale that I know. Every big game, he gets hurt.
Right. Okay. Well, this is Jackson Dart pointing at him to go sit down on the field.
Right.
Which, here's my. You know what I want to know about that? If you could ever get, first of all, Kiffin would never admit he does this on the record.
They have a video of Jackson Dart telling their running back to lay down.
I know, but
he immediately goes down.
He would never admit this. What I would like to know on it, let's say, okay, fine. You finally get him to admit it. My answer is why? Because they do it on both sides of the ball. Are they just that indecisive that they need 2 minutes?
No, I think
to decide every decision.
I think it's now their thing.
Oh, I think it's their thing. I think they're daring them to change the rules.
I think
is that what it is?
Doing it just to be annoying.
Okay, all right. Well then, okay.
You know anybody
that makes sense.
Anybody in your circle that just does things to be annoying?
Oh, yeah.
Me too.
Yes. Yeah, I'm aware. Yes.
Okay. I think that's where they are. It's just, hey, this seems like a good time to cause a problem.
Right.
They have to have that center of attention.
I was trying to come up with, okay, maybe there's something legitimate here. Maybe they just want to burn through all the TV timeouts in a quarter and get them over with so that we can play football. But it's not really that. I don't know why, other than to just be a pain in the ass, which he is, and they are at Ole Miss. But you know what? They could put this playoff at 24 teams. Ole Miss still wouldn't get in. That's just what they are over there.
They're going to get in.
Not this year.
Yeah,
they're not. No.
5 teams from the SEC are going to get in. 4 or 5 from the Big Ten, and then there will be the group of 5 in Clemson.
Ole Miss is not getting it. They're not getting it. Let me find some.
Bama, Georgia.
Here. All right, they're going to lose.
Bama, Georgia, Texas are in.
They're going to lose. They're going to lose 4 games.
To who?
LSU, Oklahoma,
LSU.
Georgia. They're going on the road.
How are they going to lose to Oklahoma? Oklahoma can't score.
I just figured that they will.
Nah,
because
where's that game being played?
It's being played in Oxford.
Yeah, well, they might lose that because how the hell are you going to lose to Kentucky at home?
That's right.
How the hell you lose
They're not
to
putting an
Kentucky
8-4 Ole Miss in the playoff. They're not doing it.
Yeah.
They're not doing it. And I thought they would make it. I thought this might be the year, but they proved me wrong again. So they're out. But in a move that is not surprising to anyone, in the next playoff committee, in the next playoff contract, which starts in 2026, the SEC and the Big Ten are trying to rig it so those two get 8 of the 12 spots. They want a minimum of 4 each. That's what they want in the playoff. So that's what's going on today, according to ESPN's Heather Dennett. Again, I'd like to remind you, this is not a legitimate
It is not.
procedure here. This is a cash grab, and how can you get the most money? Get the most guaranteed spots in the playoff every year, and that's what this is. Greg Sankey couldn't care less about about college football's health, well-being, integrity, or any of that. He's just another guy with his hand out with ESPN saying, "Pay me." That's all he is.
That's all he wants.
And the guy, Petiti at the Big Ten, he's an old TV guy too. He knows how the game is played. So none of this is legitimate.
This?
I don't know.
What a beautiful hairstyle.
Yeah, this guy's got some long, curly locks here.
Some guy named Holmes is starting game 162 for the Braves.
Looks Holmes-less.
Yeah, he really does.
Un-Holmes.
That is,
sorry, my mistake.
Look at that.
Yeah, he looks.
That is beautiful flow.
He looks like South Georgia to me. That's what he looks like.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He does. You're right.
That guy drives a pickup truck with no doors. I promise you. I promise you. If we get to find out, this guy drives a pickup truck like a 90 F-150 with no doors. That's what he's got.
Body rot and no muffler. That's what this guy.
Oh, when he starts that truck, it is loud.
I guarantee you, everybody that's sitting in the car right now knows exactly what this guy looks like. He's got a Fu Manchu and a mullet.
Yeah.
Guarantee he drives it's probably like this isn't a guy that drives like a Subaru Sidekick.
Yeah, we're not going to find out he drives a Honda Accord.
Absolutely not. A Prius. No, not this guy.
Yeah. He drives a truck like a man with no doors and a very loud truck. I mean, that thing starts, windows start rattling. You know what I mean?
That's right. America. That guy is America. Look at this guy.
Yeah. All right, Hickey and Hull Law Partners have you covered in the River Valley, Northwest Arkansas, Little Rock, and the Mena areas. They specialize in divorce, custody cases, and civil litigations, and they have over 70 years combined experience to put to work for you. Go to kevinhickeylaw.com or call 479-434-2414 today and schedule your consultation, or go by and see them. Hickey and Hull Law Partners in the River Valley, Northwest Arkansas, Little Rock, and the Mena areas. kevinhickeylaw.com.
1, 2, 3 for South Georgia.
There you go.
That's my guy.
Yeah. That guy knows two kinds of music, country and Western. That's exactly right.
I'm Allison Wise in the 4029 newsroom. Portsmouth police are investigating a reported drive-by shooting. They responded to a caller who reported this drive-by shooting in the 3500 block of Northview on Saturday night. According to police, the caller said shots were fired from a black pickup truck at a home in a residential area. If you have any information, contact police. And the Arkansas Secretary of State says the medical marijuana petition fell 2,600 signatures short. The petition needed 90,000 signatures to qualify for the November ballot. Ruscin's office said they did not have enough signatures that were valid. Arkansans for Patient Access said a month ago that it had submitted 150,000 signatures. We're continuing to follow this story for you, and we'll have more tonight on 4029 News. And we'll recap the Hogs' loss to the Aggies in Arlington and what's next for the Razorback football team. Those are your headlines. I'm Allison Wise.
Are you a cigar connoisseur or just cigar curious? The Cigar District carries both powerhouse brands like Davidoff as well as boutique brands and a wide assortment of cigar accessories. If you don't want to pick up your favorites and leave, then feel free to enjoy their customer lounge or courtyard patio. For those looking for a private membership experience, check out their cigar club featuring lockers, an upscale lounge, meeting room, and rooftop patio. Ladies, would you like to learn about cigars or pick up something special for your guy? The Cigar District is ready to help. The Cigar District, located just off the Bentonville Square, 200 Southeast 6th Street in Bentonville, or online at thecigardistrict.com. Your Mach 1 market moment.
They're going down. I mean, we're having consistent changes, and it's all kind of negative changes. We're
What was
starting
it, 4
to
months
lose.
ago, you could go buy a 5% CD pretty easy on the open market. Now we're at, I looked today, it was like 4.3.
Right, which is pretty tremendous. So that's forward-looking markets when the rates really haven't fallen that much, but that's kind of what happens.
Well, what got us in this situation was rates were at zero, essentially zero. They were at zero, the Fed funds rate, and then they increased them by 500%.
Right.
Very short
In a year.
And the market was looking out. It's like, okay, we don't think rates are going to be this high 10 years from now, 20 years from now. So that part of the curve did not increase, right? Rates were not going up at the 10 and 20 year terms.
Basically
nearly-
calling the bluff.
Mach 1 Financial Group LLC is a registered investment advisor located in Rogers, Arkansas. For full disclosures, please see advisorinfo.sec.gov or mach1financial.com/disclosures.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call my friend JT Finley at 479-521-4220 or come by and see him in the heart of Fayetteville off College Avenue.
Ready to reclaim that youthful edge? At Voxy in Rogers, we're experts in helping men achieve a naturally refreshed look with our Botox treatments. Our experienced team understands what men need to maintain a fresh appearance without the hassle. Get started today with $50 off your first treatment using code VOXY50. Visit VoxyNWA.com and discover how easy it is to look your best. That's Voxy as in V for victory, OXYNWA.com.
Hey everyone, Erica Jensen here at AAA Business Systems in Northwest Arkansas. Are you happy with your current office technology provider? Do you know that AAA Business Systems has been in business since 1979 and longer than any other provider in Northwest Arkansas? Listen up, I may be a Cajun girl at heart, but I am a Razorback through and through. Call me today at 479-442-4185 to learn more about the one company that can truly change the way you work, and remember, anything else is just a copy.
How could I possibly be expected to handle work on a day like this? Take a day off and check out the new and pre-owned rides at Rath Mitsubishi. Bring in your old ride and get state sales tax paid when you trade for one of our new or road-ready certified pre-owned cars. So choice. I highly recommend picking one up. Life moves pretty fast, so stop and look around at Rath Mitsubishi. Don Tyson and 71B Springdale, rathmitsubishi.com. You're still here? The ad's over.
For over 45 years, Tanksley's Body Shop has been the trusted name in Northwest Arkansas for all your auto collision repair needs. Whether it's a minor dent or a major collision, Tanksley's skilled technicians will get your vehicle looking like new again. John, Mitch, and Arlene understand how important it is to get you back on the road quickly and safely. Visit them today in Springdale and see why have trusted Tanksley's for nearly half a century. Tanksley's Body Shop. We meet the nicest people by accident.
KAKS Goshen, A237GR Johnson. This is ESPN Northwest Arkansas. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruscin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that there.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
With DQ.
Kelsey finds a blank space for the score.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
But we're back here, Ruscin and Zach, on a Monday, 4 p.m. here on ESPN Arkansas on the Hit That Line Now app. 866-285-4005 gets in here, and you can talk about stuff. Football, Razorbacks, Taylon Green, offensive line, whatever it is.
After a loss, everybody's going to take the heat. After a win, it's all good. But
it's like, how do we get ranked or everything? Here's something else that bothered me about the game. Is like, as bad as Auburn, like that game was terrible, but they figured out a way to end with more points than Auburn. They didn't figure out a way to win this game, and it was not like they weren't greatly outplayed necessarily. 11 versus 11. The more talented team won the game, but they just didn't figure. A lot of sloppy execution, a lot of mistakes. Again, missed opportunities by the quarterback out there. They didn't figure after a week after they figured out a way, they couldn't figure out a way this week.
Yes, and I was talking with Matt Jones about this, and like the defense played well enough to win. You would have liked to have seen a couple turnovers here and there, but look, you got sacks. You kept them in check. They're not a great offensive team to begin with, but you kept them in check, and you gave yourself a chance to win. But what I think we're starting to see, and as we go through this, they've played 5 games now. There's a book on them.
Yeah,
this is what they are. With every game, you add another layer of information for these defensive coordinators, especially the one in this league. They're real smart. They figure this stuff out. What you're going to see more and more and more is more guys in the box than you have to block them, to take away your running game, and daring you to throw the football. And I don't know at this point in his development if Taylon Green is good enough to stand there and deliver. He is really, this is the scary part. He is really locked on Armstrong. He is very Andrew Armstrong dependent. Armstrong is a good receiver. Don't get me wrong. But you've got to be able to spread it around a little bit. And just for those who are hopping on, we're suspending the class action lawsuit on the Luke Has thing because we think he may be injured, which may entitle him to compensation later. But we'll talk about that another time.
That's another court case.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. But look, I know that you guys are going to roll your eyes when he says, but I heard Brady Quinn talk about this one time when Charlie Weiss came to Notre Dame with the Patriots offense. And he said it was simple in application, but it was difficult to pull off. But at the line of scrimmage, you can eliminate receivers simply based on coverage. He doesn't do that. It's like he's oblivious to it, and when he gets in trouble, he just starts looking for where 2 is supposed to be. And that's why you see him running towards him. And if you look at the touchdown to Tesla, the first one, that's exactly what you want him to do. Step up and throw the ball. The rest of the game, he's trying to bounce outside. He's trying to outrun him. We all know this. They're great athletes in the league, especially at that linebacker spot. They can run him down. And you're going to run into, Ole Miss and Texas, and they've got all these great players. Teams are just going to say, you know what? We're not going to let you run it. Taylon Green, you got to beat us. And he's got to figure out a way to do it.
All right, let's talk to Melvin in Sheridan. Hi, Melvin.
Hey, brother. I got 2 questions, and I'll make it quick. First of all, do y'all not think there's 2 adult human beings in Arkansas that can play tackle on the left side and on the right side for Arkansas? And number 2 question is, if we're that terrible on the offensive line, how come we're spreading out? How come we don't play no 3 tight end set and try to work something out where they can't get through and run free? I'm just asking a couple questions, if you don't mind y'all's opinion. Let me know y'all's opinion on that.
Okay, Melvin. Thank you very much.
I mean, I would think, and I haven't talked to Bobby Petrino about this, but this is the general group think, is look, if you got a guy like Taylon Green at your quarterback spot, spread him 53 yards wide and create natural seams for an offensive line that can't block. This is what the military academies do with the flex bone. Look, we can't block a 280-pound defensive end. What we'll do is we'll use angles. That's kind of the idea here, is just let them go where they want, let Taylon Green move around and throw it. I'm most disturbed watching them in like the quick passing game. I mean, again, it should be 1, 2, 3, ball's gone. Make your read at the line of scrimmage. Know what your A, B, and C are. And Matt, hang on, let me read this to you because Matt said this to me today, and it's literally it made the most sense to me. He said he had a coach tell him, and I'm just reading this. This is text between me and him. Had a coach tell me, if your first read is open, fire the ball. Taylor Green doesn't do that. And even Matt said he's only got timing with Armstrong. That's the only guy that he seems to have any sort of rhythm with. Everything else is game to game, week to week with timing and rhythm and all of that sort of thing. He just doesn't trust what he's seeing. And there are guys open. I mean, there are plays to be had. One of these days, the light's going to go on and you're going to see him start slinging the ball all over the place, and it's going to look like it's supposed to. I just don't know when that's going to be.
Well, I think that the only thing I'm not willing to listen to is the people out there that are saying that this is the offensive coordinator's fault. And again, I'm not, a big time, Bobby Petrino apologist, but I mean, it seems to me, the untrained eye, that the plays are there. The quarterback's just got to hit the guy. That's all it is.
Okay, let me give you one other line of thought, and this is where Bobby Petrino has to understand what his quarterback is, and I believe that he does. Okay, you got a quarterback that's jumpy in the pocket. You got a quarterback that doesn't trust what he's seeing. Screens, draws, simple things that he can do where he doesn't have to stand in the pocket and read the field. Those sorts of things, get him on the run, move him out of the pocket, design rolls, that sort of thing, where he's comfortable, but he doesn't have to process a ton of information, and then let him get comfortable. And once he does, and I'll tell you this, look, if you can run screens and draws, you slow down the blitz. You burn them once on that, man, you'll put a blitz on hold for the rest of the game. A&M didn't blitz a ton. What they did do was they gave him a lot of looks at the line of scrimmage where you may have had 6 guys, looking like they were coming and they would back out.
They disguised it.
Yeah. We had Gene Chiswick on one time, told us about that. The best thing you can do is disguise your blitz. Well, they would bring 6 up, 3 would drop or 2 would drop. One guy would just sit in the center of the field and watch Taylor Green. Screens, draws, that sort of thing. And Petrino's smart enough to know this. You just got to find out what he does well and accentuate it.
Yeah. And I think that, any big changes, like, any big steps forward he's going to make or whatever, probably going to come after the bye week. If they change the right side of the offensive line, it's probably not going to be till after the bye week. So they get 2 weeks to get it right. But right now, it's all
I'm with Pittman on this. I don't know that the changing personnel up front right now is the answer. I think you got to get your quarterback to understand, in the quick game, it's got to go. Stop running around. He made reference to it last week. You got to get the quarterback to stop running around. Because when that happens, the linemen are the slowest guys in that process. They're not going to be able to keep a hold of these defensive ends and these linebackers that are coming downhill. Taylor's just got to be 1, 2, 3, ball's gone. Understand what your first and second reads are. If 1 and 2 aren't there, go. Don't make this really, really simple.
All right, we are here on ESPN Arkansas on the Hit That Line Now app. Let's see here. 6:30 Saturday night, and Fowler and Herbie and Holly Rowe are coming to town.
I'm more interested
lead
in
broadcast.
Do you think we could, I could house Ben for the weekend? Like, Herbie, you just bring Ben to me.
Ben's not getting here till sometime Saturday, so
that's fine.
No,
I mean,
what do you got going on?
Nothing.
Okay,
I don't have anything going on. So bring Ben to me. I'll hang out with Ben. That's fine.
Don't you think Herbie pay? Herbie's got a lot of money. He's got all that Amazon money, ESPN money. Don't you think Herbie hired like a full-time
I'll
Ben
do
handler?
it for nothing. I just want to hang out with the dog.
Yeah, me too. It's the best part.
I hung out with the dog all weekend.
Every time Tennessee scores a touchdown, they should just put Ben on the video board.
Yeah.
And then everybody
Nobody
go,
can
oh,
boo. Yeah, nobody can boo.
oh,
Nobody get
that
upset.
makes me feel a little better.
Oh, I also talked to DQ over the weekend. I heard Mia speak. Or no, who was it?
Rummy.
I heard Rummy speak.
Rummy spoke.
Yeah, Rummy sounded like Rummy was in distress.
Oh, really?
She always sounds like that.
Okay.
Cats, man, they got tough lives out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all she does is sleep.
That's exactly right. Yeah, these cats, they got tough lives out there.
Cry when someone's not home.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it is.
All right.
We've got DQ's college football check marks from the weekend coming up here in about a half hour or so. So stick around.
He
for
better
that.
get one.
He barely beat Louisville, man. Come on.
Beat Louisville, the number 15 team in the country that was undefeated.
Barely beat them.
I mean,
better. I expect Louisville to lose by 3 touchdowns at Notre Dame. That's what I expect.
Louisville's pretty good.
I don't care. I expect Louisville to lose by 3 touchdowns.
The Brom boys can dial it up a little bit.
At Notre Dame, they should lose by 21.
Well, they lost.
Yeah, but by 7.
Mm-hmm.
Not good enough. That's not good enough.
Not according to my father, anyway.
That's not good enough.
My dad did not like Saturday's game.
No, I didn't.
They
think
didn't
so.
win
No.
by enough,
Right.
to satisfy
That's right.
my father.
Yeah.
They did
Yeah.
cover though.
Yeah.
It was a 6.5 point spread. They covered.
Have you I'd like to move away from sports for a
Okay,
moment.
yes,
Everybody
please.
Grab
We're getting
grab a
complaints.
knee here. Can you remember anybody in the public eye who's passed away more fascinating than Chris Christopherson? Do you know all about? Does everybody know about Chris
He had a
Christopherson?
very, very interesting career.
A Rhodes Scholar,
Yes.
a captain in the Army.
Yep.
He gets out and ends up sweeping the floors at Columbia Studios in Nashville and flying helicopters and writing
That
songs.
seems like a weird combination.
And writing songs.
Yeah.
And he wrote the, Me and Bobby McGee, and maybe the most underrated country song of all time, Sunday Morning Coming Down. Sunday Morning Coming Down is a great record, no matter who sings it. And there's been a few different people. I think Johnny Cash took it to number one. But whoever sings Sunday Morning Coming Down, that is a great record. The beer I had for breakfast wasn't bad, so I had one for dessert. I mean, that is a line, right? That's a country line right there. That is a country lyric. And then he went on and did all that Hollywood stuff and everything with Barbara Streisand and everything. But he was in The Highwayman, Willie Nelson and Waylon and Johnny Cash. But what a fascinating life to
Nah, he was overrated.
And he died
Derek.
in Maui at 88.
He was overrated.
We should all be so lucky to make it to 88, die in Maui. I mean, come on, that'll be fine. I'll take that. What a life this guy had. Holy moly!
He was nominated for Best Actor.
Yeah.
In a movie. For one, Stars Born.
Yep.
That's
the
not
Barbara
bad.
Streisand Stars
Yeah,
Born.
that, that thing won literally everything.
He won a Golden Globe for that. He didn't win the Oscar. Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
He got himself a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah. Right. So the story goes, he gave June Carter one of his tapes because, the June Carter Cash, Johnny Cash, big Columbia Records back then. And he was working at Columbia sweeping the floors. And Johnny Cash just put the tape in the pile and, paid no attention to it. So since he was a helicopter pilot, he eventually landed the helicopter at Johnny's place. Got his attention, and they're like, okay, this guy's got some ability here. Let's give him a shot. That's nuts. Like, I'll show you. Let me go put my helicopter in your front yard. I mean, come on.
We got a text here. Did the Rube win the club championship? I'll
No.
tell you what. We'll talk about that in the news because there was great controversy at Searcy National.
That's a good tease.
Yeah, thank you. Well, we'll
tease.
talk about that. There's controversy.
Okay. Yes.
People can't remember what happened.
Scandal.
Controversy.
Controversy.
At the Searcy Links.
That's right. Yes. Yeah, we'll get into that. And DQ's got check marks later on here
You better get one.
on ESPN Arkansas. The Lindbergh team is ready to. You're ready to put a. They won't just put a for sale sign in your yard and then that's the end of it. No, the Lindbergh team is a dedicated team, the local team, and this is what Chris and Linda found out when they were selling their home in Bentonville. They reached out to the Lindbergh Real Estate Group, and right from the beginning, the team was dedicated to marketing and showcasing their home's full potential. In 1 month, there were 30 showings, and a buyer paid tens of thousands of dollars over asking price. Well, you can imagine. Chris and Linda were thrilled about this. The Lindbergh Real Estate Group, again, exceeding expectations. So the Lindbergh team, you can click on Home Estimate at lindberghteam.com and find out what your home is worth in seconds. From the Lindbergh team, the team I would trust if I was selling my home, and the team with almost 1,000 5-star reviews. LindberghTeam.com is where you go. LIMBIRD. LindberghTeam.com. Click on Home Estimate, or you can check out Google and look up Lindbergh Real Estate Group and see all those 5-star reviews. Or you can call them at 855-755-SOLD. 855-755-7653. Or in Fort Smith, 802-0022. Tara Lindbergh and the Lindbergh Real Estate Group.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
That is my sense of humor coming across.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Hey
Hog fans, this is Elizabeth.
This is Robert.
And this is Matt, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
Folks, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
No, it's not Christmas yet.
No, Mom, he's referring to football season.
Oh, speaking of football, guess what we just got in?
Season tickets?
Sideline passes?
Well, close. We just started receiving the Nike sideline apparel like hats and polos.
Yeah, but did we get jerseys?
Yeah, we got both kinds, cardinal and white.
We also have youth and adult sizes.
That's great. People have been asking for that for quite some time now. Matt, by the way, I did some research, and there's no shot for going viral.
Oh, Lord. Mom, he's a goner.
Anyway, besides Nike, we also have Champion, Cutter & Buck, Tommy Bahama, and many other brands.
All at the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole, which is 989 South Razorback Road, next to Baumwalker Stadium. Matt, you tell them all about them interweb-based brands.
He means the website, which is shoponrazorback.com.
Or give us a call at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
This is Ruskin and Zach.
You know that crushing feeling when you press print at your PC and the doggone machine just won't print? Well, I fixed that. Hi, I'm Tim Stanley, owner of TDS IT. We are an IT company with a long history in the print channel, and I have fixed the printer conflict by creating my own Northwest Arkansas-based help desk. Call us at 479-575-0770 for more information on how a true IT company can keep all your printers and scanners up and running all the time.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at HIMS, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. hims.com/joy.
Gentry Pioneers, we hope you had a great summer. The school year has begun and we are looking forward to a great year. We encourage you to visit our website at www.gentrypioneers.com, follow us on social media, and download our Gentry Public Schools app. There you can find important dates, news, and events to keep you updated on the exciting things going on in our schools. Gentry Pioneers, ensuring all students connect, learn, and succeed.
Vici Aesthetics and Wellness can get you on the track to kickstart your weight loss journey with semaglutide or tirzepatide. They offer a detailed program to all of Arkansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma with in-office or telemedicine visits available. Mention this ad on ESPN and get 10% off your first package. Get started on the #1 prescription choice by medical providers for safe and effective weight loss while also reducing cardiovascular risk factors. Call or text Vici Aesthetics and Wellness today at 479-343-8424. 479-343-8424.
This is Peyton Stovall. I'm back on the field this season with a little more experience. Now, I know the #1 spot for burgers, fries, and shakes. CJ's Butcher Boy Burgers. Stop by and see my friend Keith Wilson and his team at the Fayetteville location off Weddington and Sally at the Arkansas Avenue location in Russellville. Don't forget to pick up a bottle of Butcher Boy seasoning at either location or your local Harps. CJ's Butcher Boy Burgers. When all you do are burgers, they have to be the best.
What a catch at second base by Peyton Stovall laying it out.
Looking for the perfect jewelry to celebrate life's special moments? Welcome to Swift's Jewelry. Swift's, we specialize in turning your dreams into stunning reality. Whether it's a beautiful custom engagement ring, a unique anniversary gift, or a special piece just for you, our expert jewelers can craft the perfect masterpiece that tells your story. Come visit us in beautiful downtown Fayetteville next to Hugo's Restaurant or at swiftsjewelry.com. Swift's Jewelry, your personal jeweler since 1956.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird, Limbird Real Estate Group, has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team can give you a cash offer in 72 hours, or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home quite possibly for thousands over asking. Find out more at limbirdteam.com. LIMBIRD.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
I'm meteorologist William Morrison with your 4029 Get Ready with the Forecast. Clear and calm conditions are forecasted this evening and overnight tonight. By sunrise Tuesday, temperatures will be in the upper 50s to near 60 degrees. A sunny and breezy day is forecasted for Tuesday. Daytime high temperatures will climb to the low 80s. Tuesday's overnight temperatures will fall to near 50 degrees by sunrise Wednesday. That's your Get Ready with the Forecast only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. Welcome to the entertaining portion of the broadcast day. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Your news is brought to you by The Good Chair because I had to have a place to sit. Get The Good Chair exclusively at the Stadium Shop. Stop by and tell Robert Joe Bonamassa sucks and you want a seat in The Good Chair. Football team's back at it. Lost to A&M over the weekend, 21-17. They're now 3-2 overall, 1-1 in the league. And lucky them, they get to host number 4 Tennessee in Fayetteville this weekend. Vols are 4-0, coming off a bye week. Tennessee opened as a 14-point favorite on the Bet Saracen app. Football Power Index says Arkansas has an 18% chance to win the game. Kickoff scheduled for 6:30. ABC will have your television. At his weekly press gathering, Sam Pittman announced today that Rashad Dubinion back on the team and back active. He expects him to play this weekend, so I guess that's good news. And we did get a question prior to the break. Did the Rube win the club championship at Searcy TPC? No, there is great controversy. He cannot tell us who won or what position he finished.
It wasn't first. That's all we know.
Because if you ain't first, you're last.
That's right.
DQ, that's Talladega Nights. He says he went 78-78 and played with one golf ball the entire weekend, which is a lie.
What he said.
Because if you make it through the first 18 on Saturday, you're not playing with the same ball on Sunday. So I'm already starting to poke holes in the lie. We don't know who won, and we'll probably never know who won.
Well, he didn't win.
No, he did not.
That's all we know.
That we do know. All right.
Your poll question. Should more sports team issue formal apologies to their fans? 75.2% of people said yes.
Oh, this is the Reinsdorf thing? The White Sox?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
In dreams where you're falling, have you ever actually hit the ground? 83% of people said no. And did serial killers get hitchhiking canceled?
Sure did.
95% of people said yes. And those are your polls. Go grab grass.
Oh, we're grabbing grass. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for her to one day to say, go smoke grass.
Yeah. Phil accidentally said ass on the Learfield pregame on Saturday.
He did?
Yeah. Yeah, he was talking about it today. Yeah.
Uh-oh. What happened? What did I miss?
Oh, yeah. They were talking about trophy games in college football. And he was trying to say that Wisconsin and Minnesota play for Paul Bunyan's axe.
Okay.
But he said Paul Bunyan's ass, which is kind of funny.
Just going to mark that right there. Okay. So he didn't say it.
Well, he said it, but
he misspoke.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, all right. That's you know what? That's
he didn't say I'm going to whoop your ass,
and that's what I'm getting at. He wasn't using the word
slip up.
Okay, that happens. That's no big deal.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's a play on. That's a jump ball.
That's one that they'll like, when somebody from the school like walks by, they'll like make a joke about it in the press box. It's something it's funny.
Camel Guy has a text in. DQ, have you ever gotten so drunk you have to grab grass to not fall off the earth?
No.
Okay.
Well, there were some just drunk people at this concert Saturday night.
Let me see if I've got this straight.
Everywhere.
There were drunk people at a country show.
Yeah. Oh,
Get
yeah.
out.
Yeah, they were. Oh, yeah. 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 I told you, the woman, the 2 seats down from me, showed up hammered and then drank 6 more. So I'm sure that was a good time
good
right there.
bill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so now we got somebody out of the 870 saying they're going to get with their Cersei contacts and get the leaderboard for us.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Get some, talk to the pro shop out there, see what's going on.
Here's a good text out of the 479. Was that in hour 4 or 5 of the pregame show?
I'm not really sure.
That's a foul.
You know why they have those many? You know why they have all those hours? Because they sold the commercials and they got to play. That's what it is. They got to make their money back.
Here's a good text out of the 479. One of the yellow vests. I worked the event. We sold so much alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
They tried to drink it dry.
Yeah, and they probably got close. Yeah. Yeah. And I have been critical of, I think it's Allied now, that wears the yellow shirts at work the event. But, man, they were very friendly.
Well, it's an off-season event. I mean, this is not the A crew,
right?
What you got were the Rubes and the weirdos that work part-time.
I was the guy at the metal detector smiled.
No,
the guy at the ticket machine that kind of helps you if it doesn't work right. He was smiling. Like this was quite a reversal here. I was pleasantly impressed.
Okay.
And then I immediately thought, well, Alan Jackson must pay more than the U of A does to work these events. That's why these people are in a good mood. I don't know. That was my first instinct. But yeah, it was. They did a good job.
Okay,
they did a good job.
Well done, man in yellow vest.
Yeah, you did good. You did good, kid. Absolutely.
Bailey wants to know: did they have an NIL bucket at the door?
No, they did not.
You know they're going to do that. They're going to have like people at your local stores ringing bells. You know that, right? That's non-taxable stuff too. There's a bunch of people at the Smiths are going, "Hey, did you hear that? That's a hell of an idea."
Well, then there's 10 people that are going to start debunking your claim that it's not taxable. That's how that's going to work. I mean, wait a minute, that's not true. It's against the law for us to set up buckets at the door. What do you mean?
If I learned nothing from Ozark, it's that if you get money like that, all you have is grocery and gas money. However, what you need is a cash-based industry to start to launder that money. To look for a strip club to pop up just miraculously.
Right.
You wash it through that.
Yeah.
Again, this is what I learned.
The first ever Razorback car wash coming soon. Have an A+ day. You got to have somewhere to. That's right.
Fort Smith guy says, are they going to have Razorback players out there holding boots
That's
at
right,
traffic lights?
Yeah, not the not the firemen, and the players out there. You know what I did that was really stupid? So as we were leaving,
can I answer this question?
Sure.
No, go ahead.
We were leaving. We were going up Garland to get on the interstate, and it's about 10, little after 10. Here comes a cop car and buses. You know what that means? Football team's back. Football team's back.
Yeah.
So they pass by, and with the windows up, like the true coward I am, I start going, boo!
Solid. Solid.
My wife was not particularly fond of that decision by me.
She does not like you going out on your own.
No.
You and your brother-in-law are really causing problems.
Him more than me, but that's
but you just got here. You just got to the picnic. He's been there for a while.
That's right. Ben in Fayetteville's on the phone. Let's see what's on Ben's mind here. Yes, sir.
Guys, I love the show. Absolutely love it. And Ruscin, I was listening to you earlier. I'm not going to tell you what I was doing when I was listening. I was listening, and I think you're spot on. There has been a set of unrealistic expectations that have been put on by people that have, they've really built things up. Oh my God, these idiots in the car. Wow. Texas license plate. Come on. Double bird. I hope that's Brian and Ozark with the Texans plate too. Anyway, so there's a lot of people that they've built everything up throughout the summer. And some of them just as well as anybody else. But you two guys, as sad as it sounds, are probably the two most realistic people. And I know that's, some people are going to find that as an insult, but I got to compliment you guys for being realistic. And as soon as you go realistic, all the homers get upset and they run out of hopium, and that's what it is. And we had a saying in the military: hope is not a plan. That's not a plan. Hope is not a plan. And I think right now we need more than hope. And I called in this morning, and oh my God, things went nuclear after I talked to Bo and Chuck, and everybody went doomer. You know, the doomer boomer calls were coming in because I asked the question, why doesn't the media ask genuine questions of the coaching staff? And Bo, I think he's quit drinking. I don't know, but he like lost his mind that I asked that question. And he's like, well, what would you have asked? And I said, I would just ask Sam Pittman, if you were this holier than thou Mount Vesuvius level offensive line coach, why does the offensive line suck? Like why? Because I think on Saturday, if the offensive line would have done better pass protecting with some of those dropbacks, Taylor Green, we would have won that game. And after living here 10 years, I'm starting to say we, so I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I just can't get into the hopium. But you guys are good. I don't care what anybody says about you. You're the most based and realistic people on radio. You guys take care.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, first of all, Hall of Fame call, because we are going to use hopium.
Hopium. Put that on the wall in here.
That is one of the, I mean, even DQ, who wasn't paying attention, snapped around.
Yeah,
wow.
We're stealing that.
Yeah, we're totally stealing that.
Stealing from the unpaid labor. It's like we're running college athletics in here.
BE did point out that Ben is his favorite caller who used to work on a submarine.
That's right. Yeah, he did.
So,
yeah, he did.
Hopium.
Hopium.
I love that.
It's not a plan.
No.
Yeah. No. All right. We'll continue here. DQ's got the check marks coming right up here on Ruscin and Zach. 866-285-4005.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
I know Fayetteville. I know the people.
I know how to coach offensive line.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com. Want to let your voice be heard?
Y'all get me going to work every morning, so I appreciate what you guys do.
Send us a voicemail on the Hit That Line app and speak your truth.
Cheering for the other SEC schools is like cheering for the devil because he's in the Bible.
I mean, I would need a six-pack and a catheter.
Leave us a message for ESPN Arkansas after every Razorback game with our Hit That Line Now app.
You guys are the best. I totally disagree.
Man, hey, them Hogs can't do no wrong, fella.
ESPN Arkansas, more than just sports radio.
When you've decided to sell your home, it's important to do your homework. One of the first places to look is at the Lindbergh Real Estate Group's website. They've helped thousands of families sell their homes. Jen was preparing to move out of the area and chose the Lindbergh Real Estate Group to sell her home in Springdale. They immediately got to work and listed the property, and the results were impressive. After just a couple of showings, the home was under contract within a week and sold in just 1 month. Jen's experience highlights the efficiency and effectiveness of the Lindbergh Real Estate Group when it comes to helping its clients. Tara Lindbergh of Lindbergh Real Estate Group. They've sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team can get you a cash offer in 72 hours, or use Tara's high-octane marketing and sell your home quite possibly for thousands over asking. This is why I would trust Tara Lindbergh if I was selling my home. Find out more at LindberghTeam.com, LIMBIRD, or give them a call at 855-755-SOLD. That's 855-755-7653.
I think one of the things that patients don't realize is that when they get a joint replacement, that's not a lifetime treatment option. And they're probably, if they are a younger patient, signing up for multiple surgeries down the road.
As a physician and medical director for QC Kinetics, Dr. Caravelli's seen a pattern of trending joint pain. Prolonged medication, steroids, then surgery, possibly another surgery.
So a lot of our patients are trying to avoid or put off surgery, and this is the treatment that can help them do that.
QC Kinetics extracts your body's healing substances, concentrates them back into your aching joints to help heal and restore those areas, providing lasting relief.
Oh, I love being able to tell my patients, before we do this surgery, let's try another option. Let's see if this is right for you, because now they might not have to have surgery at all.
Call today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-9700. 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
To you, a tractor isn't a toy. It's a tool, and you use it all the time. For every application on every job site, or for all the small jobs around your farm. If you're tired of big payments on those tools, it's time to check out a new TYM tractor at Tatum Motor Company. With a new TYM, you can get the reliability you need for every job. If you also need something that's versatile, you have to check out the TYM and all the available attachments. It's perfect for any job. And most importantly, you want something that's affordable. Get a new tractor with the same features and capability for less. A new TYM from Tatum Motor Company is unmatched in affordability. Go ahead, compare prices. You'll see the best value is a new TYM tractor at Tatum Motor Company in Anderson, Missouri, and Tawnytown, Arkansas.
I'm Paul with Tatum Motor Company. Visit us online at tatummotor.com.
Time for another astonishing episode of the Smarter Guys at Stith Plumbing and HVAC.
Top of the list, Stith Shield Protection Plan members not only get 2 seasonal tune-ups each year and an annual 68-point safety inspection, they automatically go to the top of the list.
When plan members call, the next available technician is on his way to fix their problem.
When was the last time a service company dropped everything and took care of you?
Time for your annual fall tune-up? Call Stith Plumbing and HVAC. You don't pay extra. It's included in the Stith Shield Protection Plan.
Call 751-9691 or online at smarterguys@stith.com. Tune in again to hear Zach say,
"We take your safety seriously,"
on the next impressive episode of the Smarter Guys at Stith Plumbing and HVAC.
Northwest Arkansas. Hi, this is Stacy with ProMix Concrete, a division of Ozark Ready Mix. We're a local ready mix concrete supplier, and I'd like to invite you to call our team. We'll provide you high performance, optimized ready mix concrete and top-notch service for any and all of your commercial, DOT, and residential construction applications. Call us at 479-480-3060. That's 479-480-3060, and we'll take care of your business. Ask yourself, do you need a mix or ProMix?
ESPN 99.5.
Giving you the entertainment you deserve. Here's Ruscin and Zach.
Let me try this real fast. Giving you the hopium you deserve. It's Ruscin and Zach. It's not bad. We'll send that in to get it produced. All right, 22 minutes until the hour here on Ruscin and Zach, and your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle, or just use this one.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8
For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
Enjoy the pleasure.
Wait.
I have a low IQ.
There it is.
What I can use.
Look, another player's rung the bell. That means he did his personal best.
I scored with a Michigan girl once doing that. It was pretty good.
Woo pig.
All right. John in Portsmouth. We'll get the DQ's check marks here. John, what can we do for you?
Hey, guys. Hey, that last call before the break was fantastic, and he was speaking the truth. But the reason the media guys, they're not going to get in there and say anything. They're all scared to death. They'll get their press pass taken away. But and Chuck, he's not going to say anything because that's his gravy train. He's not going to be critical of the university or Pittman or all that. I mean, who's paying him? So I get all that. I understand all that. But that last call was spot on. I mean, if you're this fantastic offensive line coach, and not saying that he's not, but I mean, man, why does our line suck? And it sucked last year. And, you would think if he's such a great offensive line coach, our offensive line would be better. So that's all I got, guys. Thanks.
Well, 3 of the guys on Saturday graded out pretty good. The right side was a problem, particularly the right tackle. It has been most of the year.
Which is where they overloaded.
So to say, but I think it's oversimplifying it by saying that they suck. They don't suck. What the question to ask is, why is year after year, and maybe they're asking this. I don't watch every press conference. It's so tedious. I can't do it. It's just so uninteresting. I'm not interested in what he has to say. I'm not interested. I mean, it's just it's not for me. Okay, I watch most of them, but not all. But the question I would want to know, like we talked about a couple hours ago, is why is it every year somebody on this offensive line is learning on the fly because they're playing out of position? That happens every single year, and it's happening again with the right tackle this year.
Last year, a lot of their offensive line issues were attributed to the guy who was running it, and that was Dan Enos. That thing was the way they set that thing up. I mean, when you're in the A&M game last year, they had their running back, Rocket Sanders, who was coming off a hamstring injury, blocking defensive ends. That should just never happen. This, I agree with you, moving Blackstock out. He'd never played tackle before. He's an interior guy. And interior guys are downhill. You know, it's a congested area. You're asking him, who's never done this, to block these gazelles coming off the edge. He's going to struggle, which is why I don't understand why they don't give him more help.
Right.
Slide the protection one way, put somebody out there, do something to help him out.
Are they just that delusional that they think he can do it? And that's why they don't plan on, are they so insulated they have no idea what actually the other side has on the defensive front coming after these guys?
I will say this. That Texas A&M's defensive line is, DQ, I'm going to use a word from your generation, elite. That is a really good front four, and they're deep, and they just keep rotating guys in and out. But after a while, if you keep getting beat, you got to put somebody out there to help them. And I don't know what they're going to do this week because the defensive line that they're facing this week is better than the one you had last week.
I think. Listen, I'm as straight with you as anybody can be. The left side is fine on the offensive line. The right side, I think they're going to rework it during the bye week. I don't think they're going to do anything this week. There's no time. The next opportunity to rework it is in for the next 2 weeks, and then against LSU. Maybe we see something different there, but I don't think they're changing anything for Saturday.
No,
I don't think they're going to do that.
No, you don't want to. But you don't want to put somebody making their first career start out there on the right side.
The question is, these are not like. Sometimes you got to get thrown into the fire. We understand that because not everybody arrives with all this experience, but it is a very. What I would say, if I was in the room with him, what I would say is this: it seems to me it's a very poor strategy to have guys learning on the fly in the SEC at positions they haven't ever really played before. It just doesn't seem like a smart approach. That's just my opinion. Your thoughts? I mean, that's what I would because every year there's all we hear about it. Well, that guy's playing out of position. That guy's playing out of position. Well, why don't you get people for these positions that know what they're doing? That's what I can't figure out. That's the frustration.
I just got an email here. I will be producing the Me Over Hopium.
Oh, good. All right.
So, looking forward to that.
We got to get you a billboard out of that deal.
You think so?
Yeah. Okay. You up there with a thumbs up or a thumbs down, I guess. If you're against hopium, you'd be having a thumbs down, right? If you're pro hopium, you'd have a thumbs up.
So let me ask you this: yes. And what do you do with Blackstock? Do you kick him back inside and put somebody out there?
Maybe that's what. Find another right tackle, put him at right guard. I mean, it's not like the right guard's having a great season either. By the way, I mean, he's okay.
They're struggling. I don't know what the answer is other than you got to put somebody out there with him, and whether it's a back or a tight end or something to just slow him down because it appears to me like he's getting beat off the jump, off the snap. He's beat.
Well, okay, let's play that scenario out for a second. You're going to see a lot of Ty Washington because Has appears to be hurt, and Gums can't block, and so now if you look at your roster for a blocking tight end to help out, you got like one option right now.
It may be the running back's job. That may be Dubinion's a bigger body. Braylon Russell.
They don't have a fullback.
They don't have a fullback. Braylon Russell's 250 pounds, but you just need somebody to bump the defensive end and let Blackstock get set up. No. It looks to me in just a couple of the couple of games we've watched, he gets beat routinely off the snap by guys that are faster than he is. Yeah. And man, it's hard out there. You're on an island. I get it, but you got to be able to slow those guys down at least a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I wonder. I don't think they'll do anything this week, but in 2 weeks, maybe they'll have some sort of adjustment that they make there.
Here's the text, and this may be some of the misinformation. Wasn't this guy the top right tackle in the portal? No, he was not. He was he was a guard, and he was a 3-star coming out of high school. He was an interior offensive lineman, guard, center, guard. One of those spots is where he played at Michigan State. It was never a tackle.
It's not fair to him.
No.
Put him in a position to fail. Like this doesn't make sense to me. I knew what they were going to get with Taylor Green, a middle of the road quarterback that sometimes will knock your socks off and sometimes will make you pull your hair out. I knew what they were getting with him. I am not at all fazed by Taylor Green. Like he is perfectly meeting my expectations for him, perfectly. But my question would be, why did you bring this guy in who's an interior lineman to play right tackle in the SEC? These guys are creatures on the other side.
They are.
I mean, Harold Perkins isn't playing, but good Lord. I mean, those are the kind of people that everybody has, and it just seems like a very bad plan to put somebody out there who's never done it before and say, hey, figure it out, pal. Good luck.
Here's a text. DQ, now you met FedEx Guy, too, this weekend. Is that correct?
Yeah. No,
You met FedEx Guy.
FedEx Guy won.
Okay.
The original.
Let's see here. FedEx Guy points out this week the tackle goes against first-team All-American James Pierce Jr. It doesn't get any easier.
Right, yeah.
And when you get LSU, it's whatever freak they line up over there. And now that teams understand that he's struggling, he's going to see their best pass rusher every single week. And it's a snowball going down a hill.
Yeah. It's not it's not just the offensive line sucks. It's a lot more. There's a lot more to it than that. This is we do not, as regular fans, begin to understand the intricacies. I'm in there with you. I try and figure this stuff out, but we do not understand the intricacies of footwork and all of the different things. They have to basically be a 5-man chorus line up there, and if one person messes up, it's all screwed up. So, but I don't think the left side's playing terrible. Center's fine, but the right side, they may have to look at reworking that during the bye week, particularly because now, you talk about the guy that he's going against this week. Well, he's not going to have zero confidence out there. So that's another thing you got to look at too.
Again, the quick passing game slows that down. You can't get to him.
No.
Pierce is great. Don't get me wrong. He's great, but if the ball's gone at a 3 count, he becomes a non-factor. You can't have Taylor Green sitting in the pocket waiting because he's not a pocket passer. You're not doing this with him. It's got to be 1, 2, 3 gone, or you got to get him outside the pocket. Draws, screens will slow all that stuff down. I honestly, I'll bet you, gentleman's bet, I'll bet you they run 10-plus screens this week.
Okay.
Because it's literally the only way they can get the ball away from the line of scrimmage without damage.
All right. We've got a DQ here. Your drive home powered by Mr. Sparky on Ruscin and Zach. Check marks. She is grading the college football weekend for us every Monday here on Ruscin and Zach. DQ.
Okay. I'm going to start with my red this week.
Oh, okay.
Better be Lane Kiffin.
Starting negative. Okay.
It isn't. I almost put Lane Kiffin, but I think I've given him one already.
Okay.
Or I think I gave Shane Beamer one.
You did?
So I didn't want to.
This is a lifetime achievement award. You can only get one.
I try to mix it up.
Okay.
Okay. But my red check mark is going to go to Gus Malzahn.
Oh, yeah. Gus didn't have a great week.
Pretty bad.
Use Arkansas's Gus Malzahn.
I really like Gus Malzahn, actually. It hurts me to do this. He's my favorite visor wearer.
Hold on.
That's a poll question.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite visor
Who
wearer?
are your top
I think
three?
we ran this poll question
Who are your top
before.
3 visor wearers?
Okay. Gus, Kirby. I don't know if I have a third.
Okay. I'm going to text Neighbors. I'm sure he's got a list, but go ahead.
He's got a list for
Okay.
everyone.
I know.
And I'm mostly putting Gus on my red check mark because I just don't like seeing Deion Sanders succeed.
No one does.
And right now in Colorado, he is. And I don't like watching a football game and there be back to back-to-back Deion Sanders commercials.
Yeah.
He runs a whole break. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
The one I
Selling
do
everything.
kind of enjoy is the pigeon wearing his chain. I do think that's a little funny. And the cowboy hat.
Okay.
But I just...
Did you see Game Day with Miss Terry?
I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't watch any football
You need to watch the clip of the Colorado UCF pick when Nick picked UCF.
Yeah.
And Miss Terry goes, "Oh, honey."
That's funny.
And
that's funny.
She was really good.
That's funny. And what's he going to do? Nothing. That's
Nothing.
What
He sat there.
That's right. He's going to take it.
Yeah.
I'm mostly giving him the red because I just don't like seeing Deion succeed, and they've only lost one game, and it was their very first one. Was that Colorado's
No, the second
first?
one. There was
Okay.
second one, yeah. They should have lost the first.
Okay. My next one is yellow, and it's going to go to Kalen DeBoer for beating number 2 Georgia, but
blowing
letting
a 28-0 lead.
letting Georgia come back and
Right.
making it a game. Because I got this information from my dad. He was saying that Alabama was just like rolling over Georgia, and they were going to win by so much.
Yeah.
And then I saw the score, and I was a bit confused on what happened.
I fell asleep.
The second half.
I fell asleep at halftime. I got texts from Nick Limbird in like real time as it was happening. And to read those texts, there's one point where he just goes, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
And that's when Georgia took the lead. And then I got another, "Oh my God, Bama scored again." It was the wildest.
A play later.
Oh, Eli, that's my third.
Eli, okay.
He's
All right.
my third visor wearer.
Okay.
Whoa, a lot
And
of
that's
controversy
active.
there.
Active.
Not all time, because Spurrier is obviously.
No, it's the
Gus
visor
is still
goat.
Gus is still my number 1.
Okay. All right.
Okay. And my green
Uh-huh.
is going to go to Barry Odom. He is 4-0
Yeah.
with a quarterback that just stepped up this week or this last week to win. I don't even know who they played. Their schedule is... Well, I mean, you just got to play who you're playing, you know?
Got to
And
play the
they're-
name on the
I mean,
schedule. That's
they're-
right.
They're ranked.
Are they?
Yeah, they're 25th.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, you just got to
They
play.
could make the playoff.
They didn't skip a beat.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
And
their
can I-
schedule's kind of bad, but you
Can I
just got to play.
Can I have a call back? And you may want to prepare your phone for this. Well, Matthew Sluka looks like a stupid ass now, doesn't he? He leaves the team, and he was holding them back. He was holding them back. They were cooking.
I'm happy for him.
Oh, that was great.
Puts phone on silent. Oop.
Well, he's not a Razorback.
I ain't
I mean, he
fielding-
might be one day, but not now. So.
I ain't fielding that. Nope.
I mean, he looks like a total putz because he. Oh, I'm leaving.
It's funny how that story went away.
Yeah, because
It is long gone.
he had no proof of anything he said.
I don't disagree with your green check mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm happy for
Agreements.
him. He's 4-0 ranked, and I like that. You know, the quarterback stepped up and was able to win.
He did.
It was a bad week for the visor wearers. Gus, Kirby, Kiffin, and Freeze all lost.
Oh boy. Oh,
tough-
bad weekend for the visors.
Tough week to wear a visor.
Yeah, it's not
Ryan
good.
in Prairie Grove runs a big Odom house.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
You saw an Odom this weekend.
I did.
Yeah, Friday night.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah. He was.
Division I quarterback right across the street.
He was spinning the pill. Oh, where have we heard that before? All right, your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky here on Ruscin and Zach. You're not going to believe. You might believe.
I will.
But you're not going to believe the information I have that I was looking up while during DQs at checkmark on the offense. I was stunned. We'll talk about it coming up on the other side of 5 o'clock. Is that a tease? Yes, it is. Drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky here on Ruscin and Zach. How do you know which one of these lawyer ads to believe? You know, no win, no fee. We'll fight for your rights. You know, look out for those trucks, all that stuff. How do you believe? Who do you believe? You choose someone who has over a decade of experience in injury claims and lawsuits. Someone who used to defend the insurance companies, but switched over from the dark side. Jackie Mock Legal Solutions. That's who. She'll use her experience and insider knowledge of the insurance industry to get you the money you deserve. Online, mocklegalsolutions.com. Real advice, reasonable price. Stay with us. You're not going to believe this coming up.
I'm Allison Wise in the 4029 newsroom. Portsmouth police are investigating a reported drive-by shooting. They responded to a caller who reported this drive-by shooting in the 3500 block of Northview on Saturday night. According to police, the caller said shots were fired from a black pickup truck at a home in a residential area. If you have any information, contact police. And the Arkansas Secretary of State says the medical marijuana petition fell 2,600 signatures short. The petition needed 90,000 signatures to qualify for the November ballot. Verson's office said they did not have enough signatures that were valid. Arkansans for Patient Access said a month ago that it had submitted 150,000 signatures. We're continuing to follow this story for you, and we'll have more tonight on 4029 News. And we'll recap the Hogs' loss to the Aggies in Arlington and what's next for the Razorback football team. Those are your headlines. I'm Allison Wise.
Vici Aesthetics and Wellness can get you on the track to kickstart your weight loss journey with semaglutide or tirzepatide. They offer a detailed program to all of Arkansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma with in-office or telemedicine visits available. Mention this ad on ESPN and get 10% off your first package. Get started on the #1 prescription choice by medical providers for safe and effective weight loss while also reducing cardiovascular risk factors. Call or text Vici Aesthetics and Wellness today at 479-343-8424. 479-343-8424.
Your Mach 1 market moment.
They're going down. I mean, we're having consistent changes, and it's all kind of negative changes.
What was it, 4 months ago, you could go buy a 5% CD pretty easy on the open market. Now we're at, I looked today, it was like 4.3.
Right, which is pretty tremendous. So that's forward-looking markets when the rates really haven't fallen that much, but that's kind of what happens.
Well, what got us in this situation was rates were at zero, essentially zero. They were at zero, the Fed funds rate. And then, they increased them by 500%.
Right.
Very short
in a year.
And the market was looking out, it's like, okay, we don't think rates are going to be this high 10 years from now, 20 years from now. So that part of the curve did not increase, right? Rates were not going up at the 10 and 20-year terms.
Basically calling the bluff.
Mach 1 Financial Group, LLC is a registered investment advisor located in Rogers, Arkansas. For full disclosures, please see advisorinfo.sec.gov or mach1financial.com/disclosures.
For over 45 years, Tanksley's Body Shop has been the trusted name in Northwest Arkansas for all your auto collision repair needs. Whether it's a minor dent or a major collision, Tanksley's skilled technicians will get your vehicle looking like new again. John, Mitch, and Arlene understand how important it is to get you back on the road quickly and safely. Visit them today in Springdale and see why generations of families have trusted Tanksley's for nearly half a century. Tanksley's Body Shop. We meet the nicest people by accident.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird Real Estate Group has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team can give you a cash offer in 72 hours or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home quite possibly for thousands over asking. Find out more at limbirdteam.com. LIMBIRD.
Hey, Coach, what's up?
I'm a worried there, DQ. I met the old owner of my house, and they still had a key to my house. That made me think, how many keys are out there? What should I do?
I know who you need to call. Pop-A-Lock. They do more than just unlock cars. They can rekey your home or even install new locks, giving you peace of mind that only you have keys to your home.
Thanks, DQ. That sounds great. Call Pop-A-Lock today, 479-444-9900, for the key moments in your life.
That's right, Coach.
If you're looking for the best Chicago-style pizza outside of the Windy City, you need to head to Cassano's. Every pizza is made from scratch with the freshest ingredients and served the way you want it. And while you enjoy that perfect slice, catch all the games. Cassano's is your premier sports bar with lots of TVs showing all your favorite teams. Your place for the best pizza, coldest drinks, friendliest service, local events, and entertainment. It's Cassano's Chicago-style pizza.
Needing an electrician? Call the pros at Mr. Sparky. All of our certified electricians provide 5-star electrical work. If you have problems with an outlet, blown fuse, ceiling fan, need a panel replacement, or even a safety check, we've got you covered. Day or night, 24/7. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed. You can trust your electrical work with Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. This is ESPN Northwest Arkansas. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruscin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
With DQ.
Kelsey finds a blank space for the score.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruscin and Zach starts right now.
Tennessee Hate Week. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
he still works there.
Yeah.
Got the natty over there. Forgot about that.
You know what? I don't recognize his natty.
Okay. All right. He stole it.
No.
Stopped the steal.
No,
All
I
right.
just, in my personal record book, he didn't win anything.
Okay. All right. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
All right. Alternative facts and whatnot. Okay. Good.
This is an alternative. This is my facts, and this is what I believe.
I respect your truth.
Thank you.
Protect your peace.
All right.
All right, your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle. Or just use this one.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
I hate those plastic hog hats.
Wow. Okay.
You pissing everybody off today.
Yeah, for real. Matt and Rogers with a funny text here. Do you think Sluka is now you think he's going to go Larry David and go back today to a UNLV and be like, "Oh, I was just kidding around about that. No, I didn't quit. What do you mean?"
I'm almost certain his key card has been deactivated.
Like I messed up, coach. I want to come back, please. I'll take $3,000. I'll take $1,500 a month, please.
So the conversation goes like this when he's in the portal. Let me get this straight. You left. They got better? Yeah, no, we're good. We're fine.
It sounds like Sluka's on a fast track to play quarterback here. That's what it sounds like. And then you guys made fun of him. Now what do you think? Be great. At least he'll get a truck to be a quarterback here. He won't have to complain about that.
It's a 44% passer. Again, you left. They got better?
The last thing we need is another Mountain West 44% passer around here. That's for sure. We don't need any more of that.
Don't need any more of those.
All right. Now, before the break, last hour, you were talking about the screen game.
Yeah. As a way to slow down defensive linemen and blitzes, it seems like an easy fix.
Okay. You're going to hate this.
Oh, good.
You're absolutely going to hate this.
I love it. I love it when you set it up that way.
You're going to hate this.
All right.
Because I looked at the data on PFF.
Okay.
They run screens this season 8% of the time.
Okay.
And on the screen passes this year, they're 13 for 14 for 109 yards. By the way, Saturday against A&M, 5 for 5, 11% of the offense. A little bit more on Saturday.
Really?
5 out of 5. Really? Found a very high percentage play. But let's try and do all this other stuff. If you want to, I'm going to walk back something I said. If you want to criticize Petrino, I'm willing to listen to it now. Because this can't happen. The best thing you do, you run it 8% of the time. What are you waiting on, man? I mean, come on.
Okay, so hang on
the kid's completing 90+% of his passes in the screen game this year.
Hold on a second. So
they haven't scored a touchdown on it yet.
I'm going to do some math here. Just give me 1 second. You said they're 13 for 14?
On the season, yeah.
All right.
On the
You
screen
go
game,
right ahead.
13 for 14 or 93%. They haven't scored on a screenplay yet. It's 8% of their dropbacks. They've done that.
Okay. So I did the math. This season, Taylon Green on all throws is completing 54% of his passes for 1,236 yards. 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
Yes.
If you remove the screens, the 13 for 14, he completes 51% of his passes.
Okay.
Sometimes when they tell you what they are, believe them.
Believe them. Oh, here's someone requesting the Sammy song. Well, we haven't played that yet. We're going to play that?
You know what? Today might not be the worst day to do that.
Well, we got Sterling on the phone, too.
All right, yeah, go to
Let me get to Sterling here. Sterling's waiting here. Good afternoon, Sterling.
Hey, guys, and before I get back on the football team, what a baseball game that was today.
Oh, it's awesome.
What a game.
Great theater. Loved it.
Yeah, I tell you what, that would make sports what it is. You know, you can complain about NIL, you can complain about baseball players making too much money. You can go say, I haven't watched them since the strike 30 years ago, whatever you want to say. But the game, like that game Saturday night in Tuscaloosa, and that game this afternoon, when the game happens, it's nothing better. It's the best reality TV show going, and that's why I love it. Yes.
Uh-oh. We lose him?
Yep. We did.
All right.
What?
I'm
here.
Oh, there you are.
There he is.
Yeah, we lost you for a second there. You're back now, I think.
I must have been down in here there for a second. But what I was saying was, guys, when sports happens, it just happens. Now, back to the football team, y'all talking about the screen, and I'm in total agreement with you. You would think the great Bobby Petrino, who's worth 7 points, that I was told this all offseason, would already picked up on that. But and like I said, I'm not a coach, never claimed to be one. But I tell you what, an 8-year-old asked me the other day, why would you call timeout and then run the fake?
Yeah, that's
ain't that the period where, ain't that the time where the other coach would be saying, watch out for this, that, and this and that during the timeout? Wouldn't it be, it's no longer a surprise. That's when they would be reminded by any coach worth his salt to watch out for such and such, this, and that. Don't jump outside. This, you know what I'm saying? They go through the list of what you need to be doing on this play, on this field goal attempt.
Yeah, I get it.
That's what a kid asked me now.
Yeah, a kid asked you why they were. Man, I don't know. We could get a coach 50 years in who may not be able to explain why they called a fake field goal.
After a timeout.
I don't have any idea. The only thing worse than that, Sterling. The only thing worse than that, Sterling, and you may remember this, is when at that Cotton Bowl, that Herring coach, they called a fake punt, called a timeout, and then they called a fake punt again. Right, the very same.
Yes.
Inexcusable.
It's amazing. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
And one time, my beloved Cowboys, and this is Barry Swifter, and this could have just been just plain old arrogance. When they ran in a 4th and inches, you run the ball up the middle of an Emmett, you get stopped cold. Luckily, somebody called timeout for the Eagles. They called timeout. And you come back, run the exact same play in the exact same spot, and the exact same thing happens. I say it's stuff like that to make people like me and others like anybody can do this job.
Yeah.
When you make calls, we all know there's other stuff to go into it, but it's calls like that after a time out, not calling a screen when you can't keep the rush off of you. Draws and screens. You can't block them. You do something like that to try to slow them down a little bit. And we don't do it. It's just stuff like that that make you wonder. That's all. And like I said, these guys are smart. These guys making a lot of money. They deserve what they done forgot more football than I would ever learn. But that's why you ask those type questions. And I think those are fair. Guys, y'all have a great day.
All right. Thank you, Sterling. Sterling checking in here.
Yep.
Drive home powered by Mr. Sparky here on Ruscin and Say.
All right. Now?
Yeah, do it now.
Why not? Seems appropriate.
Where are all the positive songs?
Yeah, I'll go look.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom.
Sammy, Sammy, when will the losses disappear?
You know, I saw Hunter last week. I tell you that.
Where will you lead us from here? With another Liberty Bowl and no trip to Orlando. You can't say we're satisfied. Say, it looks like you never tried. Silly, it's pitiful. Yeah, it might be time we said goodbye. Sammy, oh, we still love you, but you can't beat the tide. All the dreams we held so close, they have all gone up in smoke. We lost to Liberty last year. Sammy.
Hey, we played a request here, all right?
Where will you lead us from here? Turn on that damn box.
Something like that. All right. We got another request.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
What's that?
All right, hold on. Who sent this in? It doesn't say. We got another request.
Okay.
Hey, got a question.
Okay.
You know, in the afternoon, the only thing we can pick up down here in Fort Smith is the Ruscin and Zach show or whatever. But if you ever listen to it, and especially if a possible recruit's listening to it, they slam Arkansas, their coaches, just the whole program. And this DQ girl, she makes it a point where the opposing team's jersey, game day or whatever. Like the other day, she was wearing the Missouri sweatshirt. It's like they're wanting to hate on the Razorbacks, make it public. And if the recruit's listening to this, I mean, how do you think the recruit's going to feel if there's a radio show that's just slamming our program? It seems like this radio program just hates the Razorbacks, the Zach Russ, whatever.
A couple things. Just a couple of things I would say. One, I'm not sure how many of the recruits are listening to radio programs these days.
Zero.
I wish I could have seen Phil's face.
I know. How many eye rolls?
Oh, man. Playing the requests here on your 5 o'clock drive home. You're powered by Mr. Sparky on Ruscin and Zach.
Levity.
How about that?
Turns his phone off.
That's right. Well, you've had quite the half hour, man.
I really have.
I called Matthew Sluka stupid ass. We played the Sammy song, and the Jerry and Alma call that, thinks we're, terrible. So.
Well, he thinks DQ's terrible.
He's particular. He's not fond of us either.
By name. He got this girl in the afternoon wearing clothes and stuff. And I don't like it.
There you go.
Yeah, Matt and Roger, since the menu's open, can we get the French mistake? That's around here somewhere.
Oh, man.
That's a good little ditty.
Oh, man. That's funny.
Oh, there it is.
It's just funny to me. There it is.
And they did have some special teams errors this week.
Well, one in particular.
After a timeout, nobody in the headset went, guys, maybe we shouldn't do this after a timeout. They might think it's coming.
Keep stalling.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. What are you looking for?
I have it. I just have to. Make it available to us.
All right.
Hold on here.
Abner wants the clip with the harp. Okay.
Oh no! No!
Oh, you want to go there, huh?
No! It's too much.
Sit by me.
No! Please, I protest.
Okay.
Please, no. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Here we go. Texter out of the 479. Somebody apparently just hopping on. What was the Sammy song? Who is that? That's Tanner and the Heretics. You can actually find them on YouTube. Just search Pittman song and you'll see it.
Okay.
Go ahead. What'd you do?
Oh, nothing. Hold on. I'm working on something here. I got something cooking in my brain here. I just thought of this.
That's when we get in trouble.
I know. That's why it's fun.
Good.
Sometimes you have to go out of your way to get in trouble. It's called having fun. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. You play the French Mistake, and then I'm going to layer in something on top of it. Can we do this? Do we have the technology to do this live?
Yes.
Can we do this?
Ready?
All right, I'm ready.
Go.
This will be a 50-yard. To give the Razorbacks the lead, they're running a fake. They're running a fake. And Bale is going to get tackled before he can pick up the first down. They ran a fake, and this time A&M was alert to it.
Timeout.
Yeah, the timeout helped. Audio courtesy of Learfield.
Gotta get that.
All right. We made that happen on the fly. We didn't have to edit that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Bond and Harrison wants to know if Sluka will meet Terry Lambert in the portal. That's a callback.
Wow. Listen.
That's a callback.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
That's right. Okay. Your drive home started by Mr. Sparky here on Ruscin and Zach. 866-285-4005. How about that Bama game on Saturday night? That was pretty nuts, wasn't it? It
was fun.
I mean, the fourth quarter was. The first half was kind of dull. One team blowing the other team out. I mean,
when Bama went up 28-0 on that, it was the Milrow quarterback lead, and they knocked the Georgia defender's helmet off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, had Alabama gone on to just blow them out, like whoever got the still shot of that helmet coming off, that's the shot.
Yeah, that's the Pulitzer winner,
right?
If there was a Pulitzer for sports.
And then there was this comeback thing, and it made it wild and crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mike Neighbors has weighed in on the top 3 visor-wearing coaches of all
good.
time.
Yes, the visor thing. Yeah.
Spurrier is his 1.
Yeah, of course.
Stoops is his 2.
Bob. Okay.
Bob, very underrated. Ted Lasso is 3.
It's Ted Lasso.
That doesn't count.
Okay, why not?
He's
DQ not counting Ted
He's
Lasso.
not a real person.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
You and your face.
Me and Coach Neighbors apparently have this beef where he thinks, because we have the West Wing beef where Bartlett is a governor.
Were you here for that?
And he's not a governor. He was the president.
I heard about
They
that.
got into it over whether Jed Bartlett's a governor. He is a governor. He's
Ted
the governor
Lasso,
of Vermont or New Hampshire, one of those states.
He can't be in the visor wearer group because he's not a real person.
So you want
It has
actual
to be
people?
Actual people. Actual coaches.
What if it's real to him?
Okay, if it's real to him.
Well, then I think here's Eric and Van Buren. Ted Lasso is real to me.
His list is
Pissing everybody off.
Hey,
today.
man, John Dutton is real to a lot of people. I mean, come on. Certainly Beth Dutton is real to a lot of people.
Now, if he has to have people in your category, he'd give him Kirby Smart, but he says you're a real stickler on this because Ted Lasso is based on a real person.
Oh, based on actual events.
Take that.
No response.
that doesn't count.
Oh, all right.
The Kirby one that counts.
No, it doesn't. That because you forced him to change his answer.
Kiffin also wears a great visor.
He doesn't want Kiffin. He wants Ted Lasso. It's his list.
Kiffin's overrated. Can we say that? Can we finally say that?
What's that?
Kiffin's overrated. What's he won?
Nothing.
Okay, thank you.
But I think, is he overrated? I don't think anybody thinks of Lane Kiffin as one of the top 5 coaches in the country. I think they think of him as one of the more entertaining coaches in the country. He's Dion without the overt personality. He does it with kind of a smile and a smirk. Dion will tell you how good he is. Kiffin will be upset if you don't understand how good he is. Okay. It's sort of like that. They're the same person, honestly. I don't think I don't think he's a top 5 coach. I don't think he's a top 10 coach. He's won a lot of games. He won games at FAU against nobody. He hasn't won a big game.
He was cruising the singles bars in Boca Raton.
It was the Gold Coast, but whatever. I mean, he hasn't won a big game that's mattered.
No. And now he's losing the little games.
Yeah.
So now this is a new
How the
development.
hell are you going to lose to Kentucky at home?
And Kentucky did. I was on that. I was on that pregame with the Colton.
You know what, DQ? This is right. Text Riley 870. You just bullied the head coach at the University of Arkansas. You did. You bullied him.
I think he's bullied me.
No, he hasn't. He was
I
right.
think I'm the victim here.
Wow. Okay.
You made him change his answer because you didn't like it.
Yeah.
His person wasn't real.
It's real to him.
Okay. And these people, Rudolph here texted, and he wants Kiffin to be the coach over Pittman.
Ted Lasso's national title at Wichita State just as real as UCF.
Okay, but let me explain a scenario to you. Like if you had Kiffin, you'd still lose games like Saturday, and you'd be right back here in your fields eating ice cream over the sink at 11 o'clock at night again, because you're because why can't we win games like this? So like you'd be right back here with the same problems if he's the coach. You wouldn't win 10 games with this roster with Lane Kiffin.
Do you think Lane Kiffin
and they don't have any NIL money because they hate NIL.
Do you think Lane Kiffin would win 10 games at Alabama? Yes.
Yeah.
He
won 10 games at Ole Miss.
Do you think he'd win 10 games at Michigan? Or Ohio State? Or Penn State?
I don't know. I don't know about Michigan. Michigan's a tough job.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Ohio State probably.
It comes down to having the talent and a lot of it. And at Mississippi or anybody can roll. Like, look, Kalen DeBoer, I mean, they replaced the guy with the guy who may be the guy when it's all done. Kalen DeBoer is 30-3 as a Power 5 coach.
Google him.
He's 30-3.
Google him.
He's going to go to the playoff back-to-back years with different teams.
Yeah, he is.
Has anybody ever done that?
Well, no.
Okay. No, I'm even in the BCS era. Has anybody done that with different teams? Okay, so we're in rarefied air with him. He's a very good coach, and he got the keys to the Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Sometimes your circumstances dictate, kind of where, kind of your status. Nick Saban was a 500 coach until he got to the SEC and could cheat. Yeah. He honestly was. I mean, look it up. I mean, he was 17-17 at Michigan State. He was under 500 with the Dolphins. But when he's at LSU and Alabama, all of a sudden he can win. It's just, I don't know. Rusty Jackson says, I'm late to the show. Have we burned this mother down yet?
I mean, not really. I mean, we got our sillies out earlier this half hour. I don't know if anybody will be mad about that. We played the Sammy song, and we played the fake field goal over the French mistake music. But I mean, if we can't cry, we might as well laugh, right? Is that it? Is that fine? Okay.
DQ, Chris and Poto would like to know where you come down on Dan Mullen as an underrated visor wearer.
Let me look.
Okay.
All right, now Googling Dan Mullen.
Here, Big Jake in Bella Vista says Greg Schiano would win 10 at Arkansas.
Good hell. No, he wouldn't.
Here's the thing. I think Schiano's had enough of the SEC.
Stop.
He had the Tennessee job. They ran him out.
They ran him out. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, because of another story that nobody proved. There was no proof of that. Anyway, no, Greg Schiano would not win 10 games here.
Schiano is in the perfect spot where he is.
Throw me any name you want, and I can come up with a reason why they'd be 500 here too. Maybe it's not the guy. Maybe it's just the entire backwards-thinking organization that is the athletic department. Maybe that's what it is. We've tried all the coaches. None of them worked. I mean, recruiting never changes, no matter if they play in Texas, don't play in Texas, whether they play in Little Rock or don't play in Little Rock or go to bowl games or not go to bowl. The recruiting is always the same. Always. And it doesn't matter who's in charge.
No.
So we've tried all that. So, what is it? What could it be? No, we're not hiring Bear Bryant as a coach. Although, I think Arkansas could do something forward-thinking. I've said this for months. If they had an AI-generated Frank Broyles coach the team, I think that would be something forward-thinking. You couldn't get mad at him. This is a hologram. What are you going to do?
Just disappear.
I mean, let's be on the cutting edge. Let analytics run the entire game.
Here we go. This is when I know this is the sign that that you've had too much and it's time for you to go home. Mm-hmm. We've gotten the "What about Gruden?" text. Outside of 3 seasons,
don't do this.
John Gruden was a less than average NFL coach, and he's never coached in college. That's what you want.
Let me tell you something. You bring me any name. John Gruden would go 26-27 in 5 years.
John Gruden wouldn't. John Gruden
It'd probably be worse, actually.
It would be a lot worse.
Well, there you go. Titus says, Derek, that's the best idea you've had. A Frank hologram. Or Bear Bryant. We could finally give him the job that he was going to get, if not for World War II. We could do that. Okay. John Madden have kids? Yes, but I don't think they're
They're
coaching.
not in coaching.
Yeah. He has 2 sons, I believe. I saw him in that All Madden documentary that one time. Yeah. Look at this. We are a perfect team for Deion Sanders to get his feet wet in the SEC. Mediocre performance, but national name.
Let's see this summer or this winter. Let's see if something happens at Florida and the dominoes start falling, then you're going to see there's going to be a shuffling.
Well, Deion's never taken the Florida.
No. But if Kiffin were to leave and go to Florida,
all right, yeah.
then suddenly Mississippi's open. And the domino, and look, somebody's going to take the Mississippi job and somebody's going to want the Mississippi job.
Part of me wants them to hire Deion just so I can observe how they spin it to their obviously skeptical fan base. And to see all the people flip around that hated Deion, like DQ, they're like, oh, he's going to be great. What are you talking about? You guys are negative. You're being mean. Part of me is just morbidly curious about what the reaction would be. And just like the 1-8, everybody hated John Calipari's guts until he worked here. And now everybody loves him. That kind of thing. I'm sort of curious what that would play out like if they actually did it. But they're not going to, I don't think. I don't know. All right. This doesn't seem like something that would play out. Now, what they could get is probably Mike Norvell on the cheap after this year. Might be able to get that.
No, Mike's buyout is massive at FSU, and they don't have the money either.
All right. Your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky here on Ruscin and Zach, 866-285-4005. In less than an hour, we got 2 Monday Night Football games.
Hot damn.
Well, we got one and then another one an hour later or whatever.
Wants to hire Sean Payton. You know what? I'm not doing this with y'all. Stop it. That's dumb. He just beat Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. He's not coming here.
Yeah, and you can't afford him.
No.
Because I think he's making like 10, 12 or whatever at Denver. All right. Anyway, with the football games going on, Social Birdie's the place you want to hang out. Up there in Branson, they've got TVs everywhere. It's a great menu that they worked on extensively. Great bar selection, bourbons, all the beers you'd want on tap. They got it there at Social Birdie. So whenever you're watching football and you're going out somewhere, you need to go to the Social Birdie. Right there in Branson, down the street from Target is where they are located. When you're in town and there's a game on, you got to stop by there. That's what you have to do. The Social Birdie, Birdy. The Social Birdie. You can find them online, social media and everything, and check it out at the Social Birdie.
Quite honestly, I don't know that anything's a matter with their football program, but just normal football issues.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's #1 mobile app for placing sports wagers.
In Arkansas, 7 out of every $10 placed on a sporting bet app is with Bet Saracen, because Bet Saracen offers more ways to win and more ways to get paid, and faster. Find your winners on Bet Saracen and look for my R prop bet specials. I pick them and you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Hey, before you go play, swing by Golf USA in Fayetteville and check out the latest and greatest offerings from the biggest names in golf. With 2 high-definition simulators, an enormous selection, and the most knowledgeable staff, be assured Golf USA is here to make you look and play better. And Golf USA is honored to be included for the 5th time to Golf Digest Top Fitters list for 2024. Check them out in the Office Depot Hobby Lobby Shopping Center on North College in Fayetteville. Golf USA. We are as golf as it gets.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
How could I possibly be expected to handle work on a day like this? Take a day off and check out the new and pre-owned rides at Rath Mitsubishi. Bring in your old ride and get state sales tax paid when you trade for one of our new or road-ready certified pre-owned cars. So choice. I highly recommend picking one up. Life moves pretty fast, so stop and look around at Rath Mitsubishi. Don Tyson and 71B Springdale, rathmitsubishi.com. You're still here? The ad's over.
Football season is here, and that means early morning and late nights cheering on your favorite team, but don't tackle game day on an empty stomach. Head over to Einstein Brothers Bagels, where every bite is a win. From their fresh baked bagels and signature schmears to hot, savory breakfast sandwiches, Einstein Brothers has everything you need to fuel your day, whether you're tailgating or watching from home. Visit Einstein Brothers today and grab your game day essentials. Einstein Brothers Bagels, where champions eat breakfast. Find your nearest location at einsteinbros.com.
Do you own a business or are you starting a new business? Sign Studio is the answer to all of your brick and mortar advertising needs. Sign Studio can wrap your new company vehicle or an entire fleet of vehicles, manufacture and install stunning road and building signs, or simply print a banner and set of business cards to get you started. No matter where you are in business, Sign Studio is with you. With friendly service and smiling faces, Sign Studio is your source for complete visual marketing. Visit yoursignstudio.com or call 250-4844.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. For instance, TCU walked into the locker room at halftime in the 2016 Alamo Bowl, down 31-0. The Horned Frogs stormed into the second half and erased a 31-point deficit to force overtime, and eventually won it in the third overtime, 47-41.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
Hey, Hawk fans, this is Elizabeth.
This is Robert. And this is Matt, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
Folks, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
No, it's not Christmas yet.
No, Mom, he's referring to football season.
Oh, speaking of football, guess what we just got in?
Season tickets?
Sideline passes?
Well, close. We just started receiving the Nike sideline apparel like hats and polos.
Yeah, but did we get jerseys?
Yeah, we got both kinds, cardinal and white.
We also have youth and adult sizes.
That's great. People have been asking for that for quite some time now. Matt, by the way, I did some research, and there's no shot for going viral.
Oh, Lord. Mom, he's a goner.
Anyway, besides Nike, we also have Champion, Cutter and Buck, Tommy Bahama, and many other brands.
All at the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole, which is 989 South Razorback Road, next to Baumwalker Stadium. Matt, you tell them all about them interweb page.
He means the website, which is shop-on-razorback.com.
Or give us a call at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call my friend J.T. Finley at 479-521-4220 or come by and see him in the heart of Fayetteville off College Avenue.
Have you been suffering with foot pain, knee pain, lower back pain, or plantar fasciitis? Do you feel like you're putting your life on hold? And maybe you've even tried all kinds of remedies with no relief. You might even be considering surgery, like Kathleen.
I was buying new shoes every 3 months. It was terrible. I was in tears a lot. It hurt that bad. For 2 years, I was watching these commercials thinking, this can't be real. You know, you're never going to find out if you don't try. So my legs and my feet do not hurt like they did before Good Feet.
And Dave is also a satisfied customer of the Good Feet store.
Whether you're young or old, these are life-changing. I've tried the rest. The best is Good Feet.
You have nothing to lose except for your pain. No shots, no surgery, no medication, and no waiting. Good Feet arch supports are available today. Come in and see what we can do for you. We're located across from Walmart on Mall Avenue in Fayetteville and in Rogers on West Pauline Parkway behind Gearhead Outfitters in the district. Walk-ins are welcome.
I'm meteorologist Wayne Morrison. Good for your 4029. Get ready with the forecast. Clear and calm conditions are forecasted this evening and overnight tonight. By sunrise Tuesday, temperatures will be in the upper 50s to near 60 degrees. A sunny and breezy day is forecasted for Tuesday. Daytime high temperatures will climb to the low 80s. Tuesday's overnight temperatures will fall to near 50 degrees by sunrise Wednesday. That's your Get Ready with the forecast only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
All right, we're back. 866-285-4005. The people want the song. Do I have to put that in the Okay, let's talk about this. Okay. All right. Because that segment included a song and a play-by-play clip with the French mistake playing underneath it. Don't you think that could get us into trouble if I put that in the podcast?
Really do sometimes.
So I should not put it in the podcast.
The song?
The whole segment.
I wouldn't worry about the song.
Okay.
The song, we've done that before.
Okay.
And the best part is no copyright infringements because I wrote that.
There you go.
So, yeah.
You get the money.
That's right. I get dozens of cents.
It also included my stat that they're 13 out of 14 throwing screen passes
I don't like
this year.
that. Makes me
It's
me
8% of the
feel
offense right now. Or, I mean, the passing game anyway, not the offense. Whatever. All right. Oh, there you go. You sent it to the people.
Yeah,
there you go.
I took care of it. Tammy and Greenwood City. Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
We have pointed out several times, DQ, I swear we'll get to your polls in a second. We pointed out several times Greenwood Jesus. Friday night, second attorney was up here for the Greenwood Shiloh game. And he sent me a text after the game that there's now a Springdale Jesus.
Oh, good.
Yeah, right here in River City. So I'm going to make a concerted effort to cruise the city and see if I can find Springdale Jesus. See if it's the same guy.
I don't need to ask this question, but I'm going to ask this question. What part of town would Springdale Jesus be hanging out in?
I'm going to go 71 for sure.
Oh,
big crowd.
Right out here.
Yeah, where the old AQ used to be.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
down there.
That's a car wash.
Almost
now,
in Lowell.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah,
I
down
got
that
you.
way.
All right, up there. North side of town.
Okay.
Got it. Formerly Bethel Heights, but it's gone. There's no Bethel Heights anymore.
Lowell invaded and
That's
took
right.
over Bethel Heights.
It was a...
How does that go? I mean, honestly, does Lowell like... Hey, by the way, you're now us.
What? What happened to all the records? Didn't Bethel Heights, wasn't it a town? Did they have records and stuff? Did they just burn? What happened there?
I mean, who got the crest and the seal?
There was no military action that I'm aware of. They just kind of said, we're here now. All right. Did the people vote?
Here we go. We've got a location. Jackie from Siloam Springs is texted in. Springdale Jesus is at the corner of 412 and Johnson Road down from Shiloh Christian. Okay,
right there by the gas station.
Yeah,
all right. I almost had someone jump in my car at that gas station one time.
Well,
I still get freaked out. I don't drive on that road. Turn left there. I get freaked out.
Arturo says that Lowell took over Bethel Heights in a bloodless coup.
I was trying to think of that phrase. Thank you, Arturo. And I couldn't come up with it fast enough, and you did. So thank you, sir. Thank you, Arturo. That's a great name, by the way, Arturo. Arturo Ruscin.
I think that's his real name, if I'm not mistaken.
Do people call you Art?
Art? No, we're not making. We're definitely not making Arties anymore. But Art is kind of a. Yeah. I mean, the last great Art was Art Howe.
Art Shell.
Art Monk.
Oh no. Oh no. I don't have any more Arts.
Arthur Fonzarelli.
Well, he wasn't Art though. He's Arthur.
Well, I mean,
he's the font.
Okay. All right, DQ. Sorry.
DQ, we're taking up your time. Shame on us.
That's okay.
You're the real star of the show. We know that.
No, they tell us daily.
That's right.
Your polls. Should more sports teams issue formal apologies to their fans?
Yes.
75.2% of people said yes. In dreams where you're falling, have you ever actually hit the ground? 16.6% of people said yes, they have hit the ground.
That's not good.
But 83.4% of people said no. And did serial killers get hitchhiking canceled?
Yes, they did.
95.2% of people said yes. And those are your polls. Go touch grass.
Art Linkletter. Art Garfunkel.
Yes.
Art from King of Queens. Well done. Well done, folks.
Another Arthur.
Yep. DQ, you got any art?
No.
Okay.
The Arthur, the anteater.
The question,
Yeah.
the cartoon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a football player named Artie Burns.
There was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's about it.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much
We've run out of
Art.
Arthurs and Arties. All right. Well, Artie from the Larry Sanders Show.
Mm-hmm.
Rip Torn.
Right.
The producer of the thing. That's good.
Oh, here we go. Pete in Springdale's done the math. Per the Bethel Heights Wikipedia. Did not know they had their own wiki. The region coalesced around a school named Bethel in the late 19th century, but did not incorporate until 1967 to avoid annexation by a larger neighboring community. They held out in fear of annexation.
And then they were
Bethel Heights.
annexed.
They are all
a
of us.
bloodless coup.
What about Art Vandelay?
Oh, yeah, Vandelay Industries.
I know what that is.
Yeah, that's right.
What about Artie Bucco? From The Sopranos.
Oh, Artie Bucco.
Yeah, everybody loves Artie Bucco. Artie Lang.
Artie Lang.
Art Schleister, quarterback, Ohio State. One of the greatest draft busts of all time.
You know Artie Johnson, from Laugh-In?
No.
He's the very interesting guy.
Oh.
Remember that guy? Oh, you don't remember.
I like Artie Bucco. That was a good one.
Artie Bucco's good, yeah. Yeah.
He wouldn't take
Who's the other name I like from that show?
I don't know.
Oh, man. Can't think of it now. I used to say it all the time. Never mind. I like The Sopranos.
Art Berry.
It's a good show.
That's Smack Daddy's coworker.
Okay, all right.
All right, there you go.
All right.
I
Are
think
we out of arts now?
I think we're out of arts.
That's right. Okay. Stick around here. It's 20 minutes until the hour, and we'll find out what we learned after these messages.
This is Ruskin and Zach.
Prince Ali, fabulous he, Ali Ababa.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com. Listen to every Razorback football game this season right here on ESPN 99.5 and hitthatline.com.
Robert and Victoria wanted to sell their property in Bella Vista. They turned to the Limbird Real Estate Group. From the moment they met with the Limbird team, Robert and Victoria knew they were in good hands. The team listened carefully to their needs and goals, and they developed a plan to sell the land quickly and efficiently. Over the next few weeks, Limbird Real Estate Group worked tirelessly to market the property and generate interest from potential buyers. They leveraged their extensive network of contacts and used innovative marketing strategies to get the word out about the land. Before they knew it, Robert and Victoria had multiple offers on the table. The team at Limbird helped them evaluate each offer and ultimately chose the one that was best for them. Robert and Victoria were not only satisfied with the results, but also impressed with how Limbird handled the entire process. They'd been through the real estate process before, but this was by far the smoothest and most efficient experience they've ever had. Find out more about it at limbirdteam.com. LIMBIRD.
You don't have to keep living with that awful joint pain. Real lasting relief is possible with the help from QC Kinetics. People right here in Northwest Arkansas are getting their lives back, getting the mobility back they want thanks to QC Kinetics. Hi, it's Tommy Kraft. QC Kinetics, they're the nation's leader in cellular therapies that could revitalize your joints. I'm talking about advanced regenerative medicine using your own body's healing properties, highly concentrated and carefully placed in your achy joints. It's a quick in-office procedure that can get you moving again. They help me with my shoulder pain, but they can help you with your back pain, knee pain, or any joint that's bothering you. These protocols have been developed by medical professionals, and they're under the leadership of Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup. Hey, you owe it to yourself to get your life back. Get moving again. Call QC Kinetics for a free consultation right here in Northwest Arkansas. 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234 for our friends at QC Kinetics.
Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body, family owned and operated for over 40 years, is your collision repair specialist. Only 15% of collision repair shops achieve iCar Gold Class status, the highest training level recognized in the industry. Courtney Hollingsworth is proud to be one of them. Put your vehicle repairs in the hands of the experts. Call Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body today at 479-751-3801. That's 751-3801. And online at CourtneyHollingsworth.com.
Are you a cigar connoisseur or just cigar curious? The Cigar District carries both powerhouse brands like Davidoff as well as boutique brands and a wide assortment of cigar accessories. If you don't want to pick up your favorites and leave, then feel free to enjoy their customer lounge or courtyard patio. For those looking for a private membership experience, check out their cigar club featuring lockers, an upscale lounge, meeting room, and rooftop patio. Ladies, would you like to learn about cigars or pick up something special for your guy? The Cigar District is ready to help. The Cigar District, located just off the Bentonville Square, 200 Southeast 6th Street in Bentonville, or online at thecigardistrict.com.
Hello, Razorback fans. Ready to make this fall even more epic? Then check out the Honda Bonus Bucks promotion. It's happening right now, and it's your chance to score up to $1,500 in bonus bucks on select new Honda side-by-sides and ATVs. Right off with the new Pioneer, Talon, or Rubicon, and use your bonus bucks for customized accessories, protection plans, or even towards your down payment. Head to Heartland Honda, Power Sports and Marine, located in Springdale off exit 72, just past Cracker Barrel, and cash in before September 30th. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear a helmet and eye protection, always wear your seatbelts, and keep the side nets and doors closed. Honda side-by-sides are for riders 16 years and older.
Sterling Bank is your community bank. As a bank, they know the biggest asset is the community they serve. Sterling Bank values its role in Northwest Arkansas and works hard to make the community stronger each day. If you're looking for a bank that offers top-notch customer service and a complete menu of products designed to make your banking experience pleasant and productive, visit your local branch in Fayetteville or Rogers. Sterling Bank is your community bank. Member FDIC.
ESPN 99.5. The most influential show in Arkansas. This is Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Zach,
I didn't think you were supposed to do this.
I'm rooting for Jessica, my friend.
Oh, good.
It's a huge Braves fan.
Yeah. Yeah, the Braves got to win or they're out.
Come on, let's go.
They're out. It starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
Why don't we air those games and not do a show? How about that?
Because ESPN isn't airing them until the weekend.
No. They're on, aren't they?
No.
What?
Nope.
This is awful. I don't like this at all.
Okay.
Guys, I don't like it. Okay. DQ, what'd you learn to... Hold on. Put DQ on TV. All right, DQ, what'd you learn today?
I learned that Squidward is an octopus.
Squidward is
From SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an octopus.
Yeah.
Not a squid.
Not a squid.
Oh.
What's the difference?
There
A
is a
lot.
difference.
Thank you.
What's the difference between a squid? Do they each have
I
8
don't
legs?
I'm not
octopus-
a scientist. I don't know.
I don't think octopi
Yeah.
have ink.
Oh, it's the ink.
I don't know.
It's all about the ink.
I don't know.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right.
I think they're the same in my own personal record book, which is now what I'm going by. I'm living by my own personal record book.
Hey, live your own truth.
Thank
man.
you.
You don't need the news. You just say whatever you want.
So I got a call from my buddy Jeff yesterday. He passed a kidney stone, and he was describing in great detail.
Great.
Yeah, I know. He loves me talking about this. He described in great detail the passing of said stone, to which I was like, yeah, been there, man. Totally understand. And we commiserated, saying it was the worst pain that we'd ever experienced. However, I did some research. The most painful thing that a human can experience.
I don't like this fact.
DQ and I were talking about this earlier. The second most painful thing a human can experience is childbirth.
What's number one?
Now, I have a friend, a woman who has had kidney stones and given birth 3 times. She said the kidney stone was more painful. Potato, tomato, whatever.
Potato, tomato.
But the most painful thing a human can experience, being burned alive.
Oh, yeah, that sounds awful.
Now, here's my question. How do they know?
Well, there's a period of time there where you're still alive and cooking. So
that was what I learned today.
Hey, Al, what was that like? It hurt like hell, man.
Now, DQ, after hearing this, went on in great detail to describe why it hurts so damn much.
Yeah.
I would think the smell would not be good either. Why are we talking about being burned alive?
I don't know.
I'm taking an odd turn here.
Squids or octopus can shoot ink, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, they
I just
can.
wanted to clear that up.
Arturo said that squid have 10 legs.
10?
What it said.
Okay. That's not an octopus.
Again,
It's a squid.
You're not going to convince me any differently because in my own record book, squid and octopus are the same thing.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Abner points out a kidney stone is a bigger thing going through a smaller hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
That hurt.
Precisely. Speaking of burning flesh, I didn't know this. Martha Stewart has been struck by lightning 3 times.
Really?
I did not know that. Yeah.
I know.
What is that?
No. I'm not
Shelley
buying that.
Martha Stewart?
Right there. In your record book, do you not
my
believe
own
that?
personal
All right,
record book, I am no longer believing Martha Stewart.
What? Just because she's a felon, she doesn't get to get struck by lightning?
the
DQ?
only thing
How many times did you say?
3 times.
That is not.
She's in her 80s.
Thank you.
That doesn't matter.
She's in her 80s.
No.
There's time. It could have happened.
Now, do
I think after it happens to you twice, you stop going outside.
Thank you. Yes.
You start being really
I think after the first one. But I believe that she and Snoop hooked up? Yes. That I believe in my own personal record book.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. That's what we learned today here on
This is what
Ruscin and Zach. Here's someone who's done both the stone and the burning, and the burn was worse.
But,
not recommending either.
Whoa. Okay, of the 3, the second one was not what I had on my bingo card. You've been burned and the stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This person says the burn hurt worse.
Great.
But does not recommend either.
No.
Okay, all right. Don't set yourself on fire. Got it. All right. Good tip. Thank you.
Thanks for the pro tip.
It's very good. That's right. Yeah. Okay. I bet there's a story there, but I don't think
that is not a road we want to go down.
No, just
that feels like something we need to steer away from. Hey, how about those Monday night games tonight, huh? Hey guys, let me tell you about.
Guys, gather around. Let me tell you about these Monday night games. I don't know. I mean, I think the Seahawks will beat the Lions.
I sure hope so.
Oh, you did that, huh? Look at you betting against my Lions. Shame on you. Not really. I don't care. This Titans-Dolphins game has the potential to be one of the worst football games of the year.
You watch.
I mean, this game, it'll be 38-36. I mean,
what a game this turned out to be.
That's right.
You know, they'll resurrect Howard.
What a football game this turned out to be.
Good news.
I mean, Will Levis can't play. Skylar Thompson. No, Huntley's playing quarterback now for the Dolphins. He can't play either.
Good news for you, DQ. Coach is feeling a little bullied by you.
I don't mean to make him feel bullied.
Yes, you do.
I'm saying his visor list doesn't count.
That's bullying
because
him.
I gave a visor list of real coaches.
Again.
He gave a visor list that included Ted Lasso.
Jen Bartlett's a governor.
Oh my gosh.
I would like to give.
No, he is not.
I'd like to give Coach props for getting us a complete basketball schedule in a timely manner.
Thank you, Coach.
John Calipari, what are you doing, man? We know like 4 non-con games. Let's move this along.
Nobody
here.
wants to play him, Derek. They're scared.
Clearly, that's what it is. They're going to go play themselves in Hot Springs and Pine Bluff. That's what they're going to do. You know what? I just, just get the schedule out. What's so complicated about this?
They're scared.
Well, they're afraid.
They are afraid.
Well, then play some D2 schools and let's just move along then. All right, come on.
But then you complain about the schedule.
I don't care. One way, just put the games out there.
No,
I'm not watching them either way. So it doesn't matter. I don't watch non-con basketball. Are you crazy? It's football season.
Yeah. Hey, don't we get Maction starting next week?
At some point,
Or is
there's
that a November
Sunbelt
thing?
games. There's Sunbelt games
Okay.
too.
Well, I'll do Fun Belt.
Yeah. I wonder if ESPN will be too cheap and not even send the announcers to those games like they've done in the past, or if they're going to actually send announcers to the Fun Belt and the Maction night games.
I hope they do.
Weeknight game.
Oh,
It's just a better product, honestly. And they're cheap. Just don't
you got to
be
pay
cheap.
Stephen A.
But that is true. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I read this today. I think it's true. I believe it's true. Hoda Kotb, to Today's Show, facing a pay cut, said, no, I'll just quit. How about that?
Oh, good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her.
You can't cut Hoda's salary. What are you, crazy?
They tried. They ultimately did cut her salary
to zero. And whoever they get in there, they're not going to be paying $20 million a year.
They are not. So what did they do? They cut salary.
They did, but can't do that. Bring Katie Couric back. I don't know. All right.